Yes, okay. It's me and Nicole again for part 2, and I'm stoked to be here, and I'm glad that we didn't scare Nicole off the first time, and I think, maybe we have her roped in for life maybe for marketing.
I enjoyed myself so much, and thank you so much to DC's community for helping get me over a subscriber hump that I desperately needed. So I appreciate you,
Yay.
DC, and I appreciate everyone watching too. And I have intro envy though. I definitely need something. I need an intro song like that. That's just jazzy.
I wasn't even so I have a subscriber named Christy, and for months she was like, "There's a free kazoo song on YouTube that you have to listen to," and I was like, "Okay, I'm having trouble like finding it," and then I'm having like, I don't know if I'm gonna have to give credit or if I'm going to pay for it. And she's like, "No, no, no, I promise it's free." So when I finally like figured my life out and I played the song, I was like, it's the perfect kazoo intro song, and I should have just gotten out of my own way 2 months ago because it's so good.
It's
So
good. I can't believe that. I love the internet. You know,
yes,
you just don't
internet's
think something
awesome.
exists, and then you're like, huh, someone took the time and made this for me to find. This is lovely.
Yes. It's amazing. Also, Stephanie, thanks so much. Welcome to Snarkies. I don't even know if this will play correctly, but we'll try it.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome.
I'll have to see it manually if it's not working.
Welcome, welcome to Illyria.
That's from She's the Man, based on Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, and if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. Okay.
So good.
They
did so many good movies in the 90s based off of Shakespeare.
Yes.
There was like 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yep.
Man.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Another time.
Yes, and welcome. A special thanks to Kevin Tinter for sending us down the path of kazoo obsession. Kevin Tinter is an Optavia top leader, and he hates kazoos, and we are like,
oh yeah, I remember. I think he mentioned it in a stream or something. Like,
yeah,
couldn't you like hear a kazoo or something?
Yes, and it wasn't even bad. Yeah. It was like for someone as they're leaving the stage. I'm like, Kevin, fine. My love for kazoos is forged in the hatred, or in your hatred of your heart. So here we go. Yes. Let me, since I don't know who here saw the first stream, but really quickly, Nicole, do you want to intro yourself to?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. And this is actually streaming to my channel now because I figured out how to press a button and do that. So my name's Nicole. My last name's hard, but it's Wallette, in case you're curious. I have a marketing company called Break Even Communications, and I've been on YouTube for 11, 12 years, something like that. But I mainly work with clients on their marketing strategy and implementation. And I also have a snarky series that I call Nicole Reacts, where I react to these ridiculous marketing trainings. And I found DC, and I've never been the same. So.
Oh my God, I love that so much. And I don't remember, like, maybe it was Julie Anderson who, like, when I first started, like, watching your stuff, but finding someone who hates, like, you know, bad marketing as much as I do is just a breath of fresh air. Like, obviously, the subscribers here on my channel, like, we love roasting a good PowerPoint, but, like, it is, you know, it's, you like really, like, when you partner with a good marketer, you really can help your business in a meaningful and significant way. And then when you get these scam artists, in my opinion, like Jessie Lee Ward with this situation, or any of the other people that Nicole has covered on her channel, it's like you really are harming people and you're setting their business like back, or like what they want to do. And so I love that we are, I don't know, our friendship has been
based on hating the same things.
I love that. But we love kazoos. We love kazoos and we hate bad marketing. So like it's halvesy.
It's true. Good point.
Also, Nicole's channel. Hello, I'm DC. I'm an MLM dropout. I haven't joined a multi-level marketing company in over a year, and I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. I've been in marketing for a long time, 14 or almost 15 years, and I run my mouth on the internet, and we also love a good PowerPoint roast, and we're gonna get to do that in part 2 today because Jessie Lee Ward has a PowerPoint for us to
okay. In case you didn't see part 1, in 25 minutes, the first half of part 1, of which we're recording the second half today, she had two slides.
Oh
She
my
kept
God.
saying how great this presentation was. So I really have high hopes for part 2 that we're going through slides a little bit quicker, but I'm not really sure. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
we
it's
may
gonna
have to
happen.
speed it up too. We may have to speed up. Before we start, let me play our disclaimer so YouTube doesn't slap us, and we'll BRB.
BRB.
And we're back. Okay. Let me press present. And we'll put this in here. Okay. And let me see. Also, hello Heather, I think, and we can see both channel comments on our back end here, and so we can pull them up, and I think Nicole, if you see a comment and you're not able to click on them, I'll be able to click on it so we can react.
Cool.
Uh-oh, let me let my dog out really quickly. Sorry. We'll be right back.
No, dogs need to be let out. I totally get that. Hope everyone's doing great today. I put a link to DC's channel for my people in the chat. I'm not sure if it's going through. Normally, I'm the technical one, help doing stuff. So, and DC is now the more technical one. So she set this up. So hopefully I did that correctly. But I'll periodically post DC's channel link as we're going along today. So,
I love that.
If you like me, you'll like her. Like, we're very similar kinds of people.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Thank you. And I love that. Because we're talking about Jessie Lee, there's a couple of rules. Like, I don't name call on my channel. We don't do ad hominem attacks. We and mods on my channel, like, they're the last say if I'm missing something. So, like, if you argue with the mods, you're just gonna get booted. I'm sorry. Like, they're helping me. We're trying to make it a civil, respectful place where we can snark some without losing our humanity.
Yeah,
but that's what we're gonna do.
And my 2 ground rules are I don't comment about things that people can't change about their looks. So I can comment on Jessie Lee's shirt choice, but I will not comment on, I don't know, if I think her face looks bad or something. And my other rule is I typically don't bring in anything about them personally unless it has to do with their marketing. So, like, if there's some marketing D-bag and he's talking about how great he is, and if he never mentions his kids, I won't mention his kids. Do you know what I mean? But if he brings them in as part of his marketing, all bets are off. Like, he has now made that part of his marketing. So those are my 2 ground rules generally.
Yeah. I like that. And again, I think that opens up the door for, like, when we've been talking about this Jessie Lee and Aviram situation, because she brought him into, like, her selling ketones.
Exactly.
And that it is, and it's not open season, but it is something we comment on because what we found out about how he is treating people in his life that he is still married to, we do comment on it, and we try to share the GoFundMe for his wife and his kids, because it's all going to her and to her kids, and she needs help. So that's
awesome.
That's
awesome. Yeah, we're in.
Sweet. Okay, so we've got us over here, and we have Jessie Lee. I think we were at like 25 minutes last time.
Yeah, I think we were like solidly in the middle, and you said it was about 50 minutes long, so I think we were like right in the middle when we stopped last time. So I think we could probably hop in anywhere around that, and it'll probably be equally incoherent. So
yes. So if you don't know, this is Jessie Lee's 5-day recruiting boot camp. The call that we're watching is the one that people paid $17 for the early bird pricing. And then there's VIP calls that people paid $97 for. And so this is the training that everyone got. And it's awful, in my opinion. In our experience, I think I can speak for Nicole. We are not excited about we're not excited about it. So
but pointing things out as she's saying them, we hope to sort of help other people. Even if you're not listening to Jessie Lee, even if you're listening to someone else and they say something similar, you'll know. Yes. Woohoo!
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, great super chat.
I don't even know what to say. I normally have like sound bites, but I'm flustered because I'm excited to be streaming. I'll just do this one.
Inconceivable.
Sometimes there's an issue with playing sounds on my board, so let me see if I can have it over here. Let me have it over here. I don't know.
I aspire to a word. I just got my mic arm out of the shot from last time, so we're little steps.
A get rich quick scheme. Yes, thank you. Sounds like a get rich quick scheme. Yes, thank you.
It is a get rich quick scheme. Okay. Just for the purposes of time, I'll acknowledge super chats, but I don't know if I can play sound bites for each one because Jessie Lee's long-winded and we've got a lot to talk about to like debunk. So I will acknowledge them, but we're just gonna try to get through this as fast as possible. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me make sure that y'all can hear this.
People will watch it and do a call to action at the end of everything that says, message me if you're interested in more information about what I do. Message me if you want to make an extra $500 a month. Message me if you want to work from home. Send me a message if this sounds good to you. You can also do a static post, meaning something that stays on your wall. That's just a 5, 7, 10-minute long video going over all those commonly asked questions, again with a call to action, and pin it to your Facebook, pin it to your YouTube, pin it to your TikTok.
It's not technically pinning on YouTube. If you have a YouTube page, you can create a channel trailer or you can create a video for returning or new people who are visiting your page. But like, I guess we're arguing about words now. So,
well, and also like Instagram, I'm not on his Instagram as much as I should be, but I thought they were treating all videos as reels now.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. And how does a 10-minute video play out there?
It still works. Like you can still pin like a live, like that's
a lot. It would have to be kind of like a live.
Yeah, and you can upload long form video as well, but it's like the wording, I don't know if she's trying to be simplistic, not simplistic. I don't know if she's trying to say the same things to like make a point, but it's meaningful if someone's having a hard time learning the different platforms, it's going to confuse someone because they're not going to be able to pin something to YouTube. They're not going to, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just an irritation.
Yeah, I know. And sometimes people think I get in the weeds a little bit about vocabulary too. But the thing is, if you use the right word, then people can look up more, so if I wanted to learn more, I was just thinking, I just haven't uploaded any long form content since they changed to reels. Everything has been under 60 seconds. So it's one of those things where like if I had the right word to look up, it would be a lot easier for me. So
yeah. And it would be a lot easier for her people that she's teaching in this course. And I don't know what to say. I'm just, after looking at her workbook too, I cannot. I don't even know what to say. It's awful.
You're the graphic design so
bad. It was so bad. And I thought and I saw, oh yeah, we just finished proofreading it. We sent it out to everyone. I thought maybe she re-proofread it, so I downloaded it again. Nothing has changed. Spelling mistakes still there. The 4 is still missing from the table of contents. It's like, I don't know. It's just
and I had no idea you hated widow words as much as you do. I think my thing is I hate really anytime when a picture is stretched out. So like when someone has put a picture in a place and it stretched out the picture, that's my widow word. Is whenever I see that, I'm like, oh my god, that's so lazy, and you didn't even notice that it looks wrong.
Yes, that makes me mad too. But it's like widow words and all. I mean, just because I have such a hard time reading, when you don't when you're creating these huge rivers on the side of your paragraphs and it's hard to get to the next line. That's a big twitchy spot for me. But
yep.
Oh my god!
Wow, that pause trigger. Oof.
Oh, screenshot. I'll do it. All right, here we go. Oh my god! Here, press play.
Pin it to your Instagram. Have a living, breathing opportunity post that always stays there so that when people come to your social media, they find you, they interact with you, they want to do business with you. And the rest is kind of history, guys. It's just not that difficult anymore. Okay. You need to be the authority. Okay. You need to be the authority and engage. Number 5, engage and interact. The reason a lot of you are here is because you can tell me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I engaged with you, right? Building a brand is not a one-way street. Building the influence and the audience is not a one-way street. Engaging with your audience, responding to comments, responding to messages, responding to emails, responding to posts, responding to stories, participating in relevant online communities or forums.
But she only participates in online communities and forums so that she can get and dip into other people's interest pools to lure them into her company. So I don't get it.
The other thing about this is if I'm like just starting on social media and I have like 100 followers on Instagram or something, and I post something, I might get one comment, and it's really easy to stay on top of it when you have. So I'm sure that people with small audiences are probably pretty on top of engaging with their audience, but it's the whole growing the audience thing and selling something to them that they have a problem with.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the keeping up with the comments part. You know, when you get to be, I mean, I'm sure you get, even the last few days as I've gotten more subscribers, I'm like, oh my, like it's so much more comments than I'm used to. And I'm sure it gets to a point where you just can't. But these people aren't at that point. Again, like these trainers act like people have problems that they don't have yet. Like,
yes,
let's address the problems they actually do have. If you're taking a beginner social media course, boot camp, you want to know how to get started. You want to know how to find your maybe first 100 followers, right? Like stuff like that. Engaging with people you don't have anyone to engage with yet.
Yep. And I think that's interesting what you said. They're creating problems that their people don't have yet. And when she is also addressing critique by anti-MLM, she doesn't actually address things that we bring up, like unethical recruiting practices, unethical business practices. She says, "Oh, they don't like me because I'm loud." No one said that. Or they don't like me because this. It's like, no, literally, because you are treating people poorly and not letting them have informed consent when they make a decision. Example, Columbia trip. That's the issue. And she is displaying the same behaviors here, that she has created a course about addressing problems that these people don't have yet, and providing these solutions when it's awful. Also, thanks for the super chat, Julia. That's so nice. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We're back.
Or
Facebook groups or social media, whatever, to establish yourself as that authority and as an active network marketer does not hurt you. It creates meaningful connections. Now, meaningful connections lead to more opportunities, more team members, more people saying she's the authority, she's the one, she posts valuable content. I, on a regular basis in 2015 through 2019, I would say, would post in all these Facebook groups about network marketing. I would write these long, almost blog style posts. I would copy and paste them all over these different groups with a photo for attention. And I would ask people to share it. I'd say, follow it, follow me, share it, follow me, share it, follow me, share it. This was my first webinar ever. This is my first challenge ever. Are y'all liking it so far?
No.
I know we're like an hour in and that's it. But
what does she mean about it being her first webinar? What does she mean about it being her first webinar ever? Doesn't she do video stuff all the time?
For her team and for her accelerators.
Oh, okay.
No, but you're right. Her accelerators who bought this since last year in September, October, whatever, the platinum, the gold, the silver, whatever. She does these calls for them. So maybe, I don't know. I don't really understand.
She's like, this is my first. How am I doing? It's kind of weird. Like, this clearly isn't her first thing, right? That's why she's doing a training.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, maybe she hasn't done these like recruiting boot camps where it's like, I don't know, like in a free Facebook page. And can I just say this? It's a little bit sloppy in my opinion, to run a program out of Facebook when you could have paid for something like Kajabi, or you could have paid for something I don't know, just
Hell, even like Teachable or something, like
yes,
$20 or $30. And I think there's even one something, I think it's Teachtastic, or there's some one that you get like 3 free courses. Like you can do 3 free courses on it, like
yeah.
before you have to pay.
Yeah. So I'm just interesting. Like, I'm wondering, and I know that there is a certain thing about doing it inside of Facebook. If people are already on a platform, then it may be
Mhm.
an easier decision for them to say yes to it. But it's a little bit of an eye roll because, you know, number one network marketer in the world, you made millions of dollars, and then what are we looking at? It's not that good, and the workbook's awful, and
Right.
just the marketing misses the mark. So,
Right. And part of the reason that people use a learning management system like a Teachable or like a Kajabi is that all your stuff is in one place. Like, and if you, I don't know, I've done a few kind of Facebookish courses. It's really hard to like find stuff. You're like, oh, I want to go back and revisit that. Or, okay, which workbook page went with this thing? And it's a lot easier to organize stuff like that in some kind of system. So I understand her wanting to maybe broadcast them on Facebook to get people initially excited. But maybe when I bought the course, I get added to the course platforms, I'd be able to reference the materials again.
yeah.
I don't know. Like
Yeah,
that
and
would be a value add, right? And it wouldn't
Yeah.
cost me much of anything
Yeah,
to do that.
when I've made workbooks for people that are like outlines of the training, even if it wasn't a true workbook, it is organized that you can easily go, okay, we're looking at this information. It's written form of what's
Mhm.
going to be taught in this section, and there's a section for notes. And so video 8 goes with chapter 8 in the workbook. Video 9 goes with chapter 9 in the workbook. And so like
Yeah.
you can take notes and you can follow along, and then the teacher's giving you more info, and you can it's like this whatever we looked at in the 72 pages, it wasn't laid out well. It wasn't.
Yeah. No, it really wasn't.
And even if she's thinking, oh, it's $17, it was basically free for people to join this. No, someone gave their hard-earned money to you, and what you gave them in return wasn't worth the money they paid, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, paying for a few hours even of copywriting to catch the issue, like you said, of the numbering on that page where like she missed, I think she used the number 3 twice or something, like instead of using the number 4. And, and things like it going from being justified to it being going to left, left aligned,
Yeah.
like a copywriter would have caught all of that within just a couple of hours. I think someone just in the chat just said like Jessie Lee is the cheapest, or hold on, is the cheapest. Jessie Lee is the cheapest, Shelby. Jessie Lee's the cheapest rich person I know. And that's why it's like for a couple of $100 you could have like solved this problem,
Yeah. And you could have solved it too before the sloppiest thing that she did was having someone watch her videos after she posted them and then translate her scripts and write them down instead of being able to give people the workbook at the beginning of the class so that they could have followed along and taken notes.
Yeah.
And it makes my soul hurt because who loses in the situation? The consumer does. The person who thinks Jessie Lee is the bee's knees because they're like, oh, well, I'm just happy for any scraps I get from her. And I feel bad. I feel bad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, me too.
8 years in the making of patience, of persistence. This personal brand of Boss Lee was built over so much brick by brick by brick by brick laying. And if you continue to apply all these tips I'm saying, you will have a lasting influential online presence and you'll go down in network marketing history. God forbid, poof, I drop off the face of the earth tomorrow. There is a lasting legacy of how much network marketing content I have put out, of how many network marketers I have coached to 6 and 7 figures. A lot of them, not just in my company. What do you think I'm doing in the Platinum Accelerator? I'm coaching these people to multi-millions, okay? 8 figures, 7, 8 figures. That's what we're doing in Platinum. Like, it's so much more. The legacy is so much more, okay? So I want you to think about that. And then let's jump back into the PowerPoint because I've been rambling. Okay. If you can't tell, I've been rambling. Okay.
Oh my God.
So here we go again. That's brand visibility. Now the prospects insights. You can go on all of your social media handles. You can.
I don't even know what to say.
I think that we have PTSD from this slide. Okay, not actually. We like this slide is very terrible.
It's awful. It's
Yeah.
awful. I don't even know. Like it's in the fact that when we looked at her, when we looked at or when I looked at the workbook, in that
Yeah.
she has allegedly a brand purple and a brand gold poopy whatever this color is,
Mhm.
and then they were just different. All of the colors were different on all parts of the thing. She had 3 different poop browns and then 3 different purples that were close, but they weren't. And it's like
Mhm.
in InDesign, let's say you made it in InDesign, you're gonna have your brand colors there. Maybe you have tones of them, okay, but they weren't even tones of the purple. They're just the wrong purple.
Hell, in Canva, when you're doing a doc, you know, a multi thing, if you change, like, let's say you change the colors of your headlines, one of the things it does on the bottom of the screen, it says, oh, like, you know, it shows you, do you want to change them all? You can change them all at the same time. I feel like most graphic programs allow you to do something like that.
Yeah.
Like as a
Yeah.
double check.
It's just sloppy. And then this is like, where's the yellow and where does this red come from? And like, who made this? Who did this? I don't get it.
Probably some poor underpaid person.
And it's not like someone who doesn't have any graphic experience. I'm not shading y'all at all. I'm saying she's a #1 network marketer in the world, allegedly, according to her. She's got millions of dollars, and this is what we get for this paid training that she made $160,000+ on.
Right. Yeah. And I always tell people, I'm like, I'm not going to be hard on you, but because you're not presenting yourself as a marketing expert. If someone is presenting themselves as a marketing expert and they don't act like it, that's when I'm going to be like, okay, you know, but you're a normal person. You've got a regular business and you just tried to make a graphic in Canva and it doesn't quite look profesh. I like I said, I do not judge those kind of people at all. I'm judging these kind of people.
Yeah, exactly. And I hope that our like debunking of this, maybe like if you are getting scammed by a marketing team, when I say scammed, if someone is saying we're experts and they're giving you this level of quality out, that you can say, oh my gosh, maybe I need to ask better questions, or maybe maybe my dissatisfaction with what they're doing is meaningful because they're not giving me what I'm paying for, and or whatever it is. Like I hope that some of this commentary from Nicole and I, a little bit with the snarkiness, maybe says like, hey, this isn't what you should be getting if you're paying for something.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah.
Go to every single one and you can look in your insights. You can just go and you can see what is going on your social media. All you have to do on Instagram, as an example, is click on the top right where
are our pictures. You know, she could have had another slide by now and she could have said, here's a screenshot.
Share a screenshot of where it is. I hate it when people point at their phone and hold it up to the camera. We can't see it. Also, she's tiny.
Oh my God.
There's 3 little dots. You're going to click on the 3 dots, 3 lines, whatever, and click on Insights.
You know how easy it is to take a screenshot on your phone and then send it to your computer and then put it in a slideshow? It's easy.
Make yourself big, Jessie Lee. Like, stop the sharing of the slide. Like I said, this is not as good, but like, you know, and pull it up and then lift it up to the screen, you know?
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, at least do that.
Yeah.
When you go on Insights, you can see what people like. You can see the content that is working for you. You can see what people are engaging with. You can see the days of the week that people like to watch you the most. You can see the kinds of
and again, she's going to lose people if they have limited experience with technology. You're going to lose people already because they're going to say, what 3 dots are you talking about? Because if they're in DMs, there's 3 dots. If they're outside, yeah, she's talking about being on it, clicking on your profile. She's talking about the 3 lines, not just the 3 dots. She's talking about the 3 lines in the corners, and then clicking on Insights. And it would be better if she just had a screenshot by screenshot step for people
of
to
exactly
follow.
how to get there. Yep.
Yes. Oh my God.
Content that people are enjoying the most. And if you have that information information, you kind of become unstoppable because you're able to say, oh, my potential recruits like this. My potential recruits want skill-based training. My potential recruits want
and she's not even getting that information. She doesn't know if her potential recruits want that information because is the information showing on her Instagram information tied to people who have said yes to her business? No, it's just tied to people who are watching the content on her Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, she's saying like, this is all information of people who are going to want to say yes to your product. No, it's just people who have found your account, who watch you and follow you. That's it.
There's a general, there's a general public, and then there's your, if she was talking about a group or something and only the people in the group are people in her downline or something, I would understand being like, oh, here are the stats of the group. But she's talking about publicly consumable content. This could be anybody.
Yeah.
Motivational quotes. My potential recruits want information on comedy. They want memes. They want personality. They want family tips. They want homesteading tips. They want left-wing tips, right-wing tips. I don't know. Okay. They want whatever it is inside, again, of your brand and of your niche. Why don't you make it easier on yourself and see when people are looking, see when people are engaging, see when people are actually watching you on social media instead of playing a guessing game. Too many of us are playing a guessing game, and it is so frustrating in our social media world when you just feel like you're posting and praying. Posting and praying is not a good way to make money. Okay. And that kind of goes into this cost effectiveness. Everything I talked about, and I already mentioned the targeted advertising, so I can skip that now. Guys, I just want to tell you, never in my life have I run an ad for my network marketing business. Do I
paying people $500 for the comment of the week or whatever for your podcast, though? Is you saying that counts as paying money for someone to boost your podcast? You know what I'm saying? She used to do that like several years ago when she was first getting her podcast off the floor. She would say, whoever leaves me a 5-star review, I'm going to pick one of y'all and send you however much money she was going to send them. And she did that for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So yeah, technically that counts as not running an ad, but you have paid money for promotion.
Yeah, or even if we can say, okay, even a giveaway technically is paying money for a promotion. But the other thing too is we can't actually independently prove this. I mean, Facebook has this Facebook ads library, and you can look up like pages and see what ads they're running or what ads maybe they've run in the past. And when I did my Jessie Lee video, gosh, about a year ago, I like looked it up and I was like, she's right. She's never run an ad in the Facebook ads library, but that doesn't mean she hasn't run the ad somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's not like we can look up if people are running like Google ads or display ads or what, content network ads. Like there's plenty of things she could be running ads to, and we'd have no way of knowing if she did or not.
Yeah, and I think at one point, like, she was paying people to write articles about her, because we have a ton of articles that are just absolute, like, bottom of the barrel bad. And it looks like she did it to get her, like, reach up on the internet for when people type in Jessie Lee to combat some of the anti-MLM stuff. That's just a guess, but I don't know for sure. Or to help her SEO. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, probably a little bit of both. And some people in the comments are saying that she does anti-MLM says she does her giveaways Christmas and July gifts for people who join her accelerator.
Yep.
And then
yeah,
and Erin says she's running ads for the funnels. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's really easy to say something really confidently when you know that there's no way that the people watching can actually verify it one way or the other.
Yeah. Oh my God.
See people do it? Yes. I have also never run an ad in my entire life until February, maybe March 2023. And that was for my accelerator. That was for my business coaching. I had never run an ad before, and I still don't even really know what I'm doing. So when I
why don't you pay someone who knows what they're doing and then pay them so that your ads could be effective?
Wait, have you seen this whole series? Does she talk about ads at all in this? Because she acts like, because in her really like terrible slide that we keep looking at, the fifth thing in which she's probably going to flash back to is paying for ads. So she acts like she's going to talk about it. So if she's only run an ad one time, I don't know if she's the person to teach about running ads. You know what I mean?
Yep, I think you're correct.
Talk about these insights and knowing when people are engaging with you and knowing when your times are best to post, or knowing the kinds of stories that your social media following likes. I'm telling you this because it is wildly cost effective. It just is. Okay. It also shows you what your customers like, and your customers are your easiest recruits to convert. Have you had conversations with the people that are doing just customer life with you? Do you have good customer follow-up? So then it's not awkward when you say, gosh, you know what, Susie, you're an amazing customer. And I love that you share this product with people all the time. And I do appreciate that I get paid on all these people you're referring. Would you be interested in making money doing something like this too? Even if it's just part-time, even if it's just a couple $100 extra a month? I don't mind either way, but if it's something that you thought might bring you some joy, or you might enjoy doing, or maybe you've been looking for a side hustle, or maybe you want a little extra money, or if nothing else, maybe you want to get your product for free, if that's applicable inside of your company, right? I would love to talk to you about it. I would love to show you that there's a different way you can do things. How's that sound to you? Those are your number one prospects. Those are the easiest ones. Those are the lowest hanging fruit. And so many of us are not even going for it. So I want you to think about that. So when I say cost effective, it's definitely not necessarily any kind of ads or anything, because social media does not cost money unless you are running ads. And again,
and this is a good point. Clowntown said, damn, so it's all about recruiting and not about customers. Good. You know what I'm saying? Because most companies would be happy with the customers, but in some multi-level marketing companies, you get paid more on distributors than you do on customers, which is wild. You did that in Young Living. You got paid more on brand partners volume purchase from the company than you do on customers volume purchase from the company. So it's twisty.
You can look into ad suites on Facebook as an example, and you can see what's converting for those of you that are maybe at a higher level where you are running ads for your business. It is definitely possible.
Who made this slide? Target and message. Identify demographics plus psychographics.
Psychographics. This is a Seth Godin term. I don't quite know exactly. I think demographics is like, you know, a 42-year-old woman who owns a cat, you know, and I think psychographics is like, I guess, where am I at maybe mentally, or, you know what I mean? Stuff that's like not categorized like a demographic, like I don't know, psychographic. I've moved in the last year, or, you know, or I'm thinking about purchasing a car. I you know, like maybe like that kind of thing.
Okay, I have no idea. I'm like behind.
It's a term I've only ever heard Seth Godin use. So,
okay. I wonder why she decided to use it and not give him credit for. Maybe she is going to when she speaks, but who knows?
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Address pain points, showcase company values, use language and tone, leverage data, authenticity matters. Shut up. Adaptability is key. These are so generic. What do you? I don't know what to say. I mean, at least she changed her chair to her purple, but like, I just don't. It's an eye roll for me. Oh my God.
All right. So let's talk a little bit more about this. We got to target who we're talking to, people. We've been talking about it a lot already, but this is important stuff. Your target is not everyone. You do not want everyone on your team. And if you think you do, what will happen is you are going to attract a bunch of people that you do not want to do business with. Please trust me on this. And the reason I want you to trust me on this is because I used to attract just basically anyone. And I found out that if I was super, super, super soft on social media, which my normal personality is super calm and like sweet and feminine and flowy and whatever. Okay.
I don't think calm and sweet is a gendered like description. I mean, she thinks it is, but like I
also, yeah. And I think I've seen a training with her. She talks about like, you know, she puts on dark lipstick and becomes bossly. And she like talks about it like it's like this is a different person. I just don't understand the need to present yourself as an entirely different person on social media. It just sounds really tiring to have to show up that way.
I think it is too. And it's like, I think people do that when they don't understand marketing. Like they're like, okay, well, I have to be someone else to attract different types of people. When if you are doing a sophisticated marketing approach where you develop your core values and you understand your avatar who you're speaking to, and you can make specific changes, and you can talk to the audience who needs your product or service, or you're solving the problems of the people that need the problem solved, that's in your wheelhouse. Like, you don't have to create a completely different person who just behaves in a random way and pray that it's like going to talk to the right people out there and they're going to connect with that person. That's just what it comes across.
And you can also like let's say I made dresses, and my one of my primary audiences was 20 somethings, and I'm not a 20 something. Maybe if I wanted to appeal to that, I would like work with an influencer kind of brand partner who is in that demographic, who could talk about my products. Like there's ways around it if you need to appeal to these different people but aren't that person yourself. Like, it's okay. We can't be all things.
Yeah. And if you need another persona, you're showing up as inauthentic, in my opinion. I think so too. And it's like that there's one thing to figure out, like, okay, for me, when I first started making videos, I didn't really show up in a way that matched like what I wanted to in my brain, but like it was because I was really nervous and using a lot of filler words, and having issue communicating what I wanted to say to the audience. And I just practiced that, and I'm more of like what I'm trying to be on the internet now, a year later, after practicing a lot. It's not that I have to become some completely different person. Like, I'm more reserved, I cry a lot, and I I still want to be able to show up on social media and figure this thing out. And it's like, I don't think that I'm not myself showing up here on YouTube, Like, I didn't have to become a Boss Lee to figure out how to do commentary on multi-level marketing on the internet.
Yeah, and some people in the chat are talking about like how, we all have kind of our customer service voice, or like that you might show up slightly differently in your business than you do personally. And it's funny because I have a friend and she's like, "Oh, business, is it?" And she'll point, she's like, "Oh, you're acting like business, Nicole." And so I guess I act a little different. But I don't think it's like I don't think I'm a completely different person. I just think that obviously, you show up to a cocktail party versus a comedy club, you're going to dress and maybe act a little bit I mean, there's a range in how we interact with people, but it's still, I mean, Boss Lee is fundamentally different from a flowy, feminine, calm person, right? Like these are two these aren't different shades of the same person. This is like a completely different persona that even has a different name. So
yeah. Yep. And Elaine said, yes, customer service voice. For sure.
We all have it.
Yep. I have it too. Like when I hate talking on the phone, but when I was a manager, I had to answer the phone all the time, and I would have my smile, and I would be totally like customer service,
Is your phone ringing? For you to demonstrate your customer service? Oh, I thought you were about to demonstrate your customer service voice.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm too scared to do it. Oh my God.
Last 3 years, especially, just low. Okay. And then Boss Lee is my business personality that's very to the point, very driven, very go-getter.
And me.
On my social media about 3 years ago, I was posting all kinds of stuff about the healing and the empathy and the slowing things down and the hustle culture being dead and blah, 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 blah. And I will tell you, I started attracting very low-level recruits. And it's not to say that there are people of course, there's people who believe in just the energetic flow and everything coming to you. And I love all.
I was attracting very low level recruits. So what do you so all those people who helped make money for you and you made commission and you started living a more and more and more luxurious lifestyle. And now you're talking about them like they were just some kind of broken like addition to your team. Like that's awful.
Or why not say like, okay, this is why these customers weren't ideal. They needed a lot of support. They didn't seem like they were, comfortable just doing the basics of social media. Like there's going to be, rather than saying like they were low quality, why not say some of the things that like, by being outspoken and telling them I would train them, I set up maybe the expectation that I would be helping them hands-on a lot more than I did. Or I don't know, like, give us a concrete example. Again, this is all I feel like I always say the same things about these people, but it's like, give us examples. Like,
Yeah.
otherwise it's just vague platitudes and it's not useful to any of us.
Yeah. Yep.
All that. I love the law of attraction and things like this. I think all of that's very real. I think energy and the divine energy I think all this is real. My point being, I was attracting a lot of broken people. I think I was attracting people that were like,
you were attracting a lot of broken people. Like, just I thought, like, okay, low level, fine. Maybe you didn't find the right word. She double downs and she's like, in case you weren't sure what I meant, they were broken people. Oh my God.
So when I was in the middle of my divorce, I call it my period of, I called it my wounded hyena energy. So like when you're going through something really hard, like I feel like, you know, and I was trying to not be the wounded hyena, dragging my gimp leg behind me, trying to keep up with the rest of the hyena pack. But there was these like wolves on the mountaintops that were looking for my wounded energy. So I feel like, I don't know, like if she's saying she's attracting broken people, people who are maybe going through something, she might want to ask herself, is she the wolf on the mountaintop looking at the, you know, was she part of that problem? Because when you're wounded, like you can barely function. You're not necessarily out being like, yes, let me spend thousands of dollars on a kit and try to sell stuff. These people come and seek you out. Do you know what I mean? So like this victim blaming stuff is really not cool to me.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like, I feel like all of us have these like things, not and at different times it's an ebb and a flow. Sometimes you're dealing with big hurts for a long period of time. Or you're dealing with, you know, a change in like mobility because of chronic pain or an accident or whatever. You're like, or there's a loss in your family, or there's all these things going on, and to just group everybody like, oh yeah, you're broken, I don't want you on my team. It's like people are more complex than just like being painted with a broken part of them, I guess. I don't know. It's just, it's hard to listen to her say
it's
that.
a gross way to talk about people, but pretending that I'm a completely transactional person like she is, like if she thinks that like she's doing things to attract people, well, she has to ask herself, what was I doing to attract the wrong kinds of customers into my business? Like, I'm not saying these people are broken. I don't believe in that kind of thing. I'm saying there's periods of time where you're going through stuff, but yeah, like she needs to take some ownership of this versus putting it on them, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Look how much she coaches, and she does one-on-one coaching, and she does group coaching, and she does team training every day. Like, I bet you being on her team is cheaper than therapy. And I was recruiting people that were driving me crazy. I was recruiting people that really needed to go to therapy. Like they needed professional help. They didn't just need to be on my network marketing team. And it started causing me so much anxiety because these people were not interested in building a business. These people were joining the team because they heard, oh, I can join the team and heal. And there's nothing wrong with healing.
You literally.
But why did they think that?
Yes, because of your sales pitch, because you set
that expectation. Most people do not join companies being like, wow, I'm going to get this new job or I'm going to start this business so I can heal, unless you've set that expectation.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it's like, like Nicole said, take ownership, take responsibility for your sales pitch that got people to join your team. Talking about community, talking about getting to be on these like Zoom calls where everyone is pulling together and cheering each other on and supporting one another. That is you saying, this is what we have to offer. Someone saying, yes, that's what I'm interested in. And then realizing that's not what they get when they get to join your team. That's on you, Jessie Lee. Give me a break.
Yeah. You set that expectation.
Inside of a business, there's nothing wrong with an amazing, collective, super soft, incredible, loving, compassionate community, which I do believe I have. There's nothing wrong with any of those things, but business is bottom line business when it comes down to it. And so for a lot of you, I just want you to kind of go there for a minute and understand what I'm trying to say when I say this, because it's not meant to be super aggressive. It's meant to say, who are you attracting? Your target is not everyone. You do not want everyone. You want people who want to work the business. And so ask yourself, are you showing people that you are a business owner. This isn't just online, by the way. Some of you are in-person recruiters, and I love that. How are you presenting yourself when you go out? Honestly, what do you look like? Are you put together? Like, can you imagine if you came on here?
This is bold coming from her because she used to say back in the day, like, I'm showing up as myself. I'm going to recruit in the bathtub. I'm going to have like days where I have no makeup on and my sweatshirt. And then I'm going to have days where whatever it is. And now that she's some rich person, you know, talking on all these stages, it's like, oh, look the part, look professional, blah, blah, blah. When she was so against that 5 years ago. Just
I was thinking that, and oh God, I don't know. It's like, also like, I know that I own a business, but like, I feel like she's like basically cosplay as a business owner. Like, I mean, it's part of my identity, but it's not like my entire identity. And so I think that's part of the reason why, you know, people feel like if they sit in on a ton of Zooms and if they're working all the time and if they're working from their phones, like it feels like you're basically cosplaying as a real business owner. But like the thing is, like, if you own a real business, you can't sustain that for any length of time, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, for sure. And it's just weird because she was so like, I say anti-establishment. She was so like, I'm going to grow my multi-level marketing business in an authentic way to myself. And it's going to be no makeup and sweatshirts. And now all of a sudden, the last 3 years, it's like Rolexes and designer clothing and, you know, super pulled together, whatever it is. And it's like, that's not what you were about for such a long time. That's, I mean, maybe you were always about that, but I don't know. People are.
Yeah, I was thinking this sounded different than what the vibe I was getting from her. Like, again, and I probably have seen the number of trainings from Jessie Lee I've seen. I can probably count on two hands or less. Like, I have not seen a lot of content from this person, and I still thought it was like, wait a minute, this doesn't seem like congruent.
Yeah.
To use one of her words.
And I don't have that much makeup on, right? But I got this cute little winged liner on. I put some mascara on.
You've got contouring on. We can see it. You've got you've got that's fine. You got your eyebrows filled in. You've got a lot of makeup on. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Why is this also like, why is this part of our training? Like, what does this have to do? We only have an hour. People's time is precious. Why are you spending time on this?
Yeah. Oh, good question.
I went to my hair salon, got my hair just, you know, like washed for you.
And curled. Come on.
Threw a cute shirt on.
For us.
Yeah, makeup took about 5 minutes. You know about the colon cancer, right, guys? So I have like this, I have one color of chemical free nail polish. So I got some nail polish on that's chemical free, and that's it. But you can tell
everything has chemicals in it. Everything.
Oh my God.
Water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen.
Yeah, I think maybe she. Oh God.
I think she meant a different word, but just this is one of those things where I'm like, everything has chemicals in it.
Yes. Oh my God. And also, like, I don't know. I mean, what do I know? I would
spend some time putting myself together. It makes a difference. This little stuff makes a difference. People are watching. People are saying, oh, is that a businesswoman? Is that a businessman? It's hard to pitch an opportunity looking kind of like a nightmare, right? Because you don't feel confident. Whatever confidence looks like for you, by the way, I'm not telling you to wear makeup. I'm not telling you to get your hair done. I'm not telling you need to look.
You just told us to do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you just said we had to look like a businessman or a businesswoman.
Oh my God. Like, at least wait a couple minutes before you directly comment.
Yeah, at least change the slide before you say something completely different.
Oh my goodness.
A certain way. I'm not telling you what weight you need to be or any of these things. I'm telling you what is professional for you. What does that look like for you? And understand you will attract the kinds of people that you look like. So I mentioned earlier,
you're going to attract the kinds of people that you look like. Oh my God.
DC, we're both like, we both have great hair, and we're both like is attracting like here.
Oh my God. This is perfect. Our master plan is working.
Yeah. Well, cute
Holy
people.
moly.
That's what happened here, guys.
Yep. The timestamp, Clowntown, we're at 43:53 on day one. If you wanna grab this, so probably start at 43 minutes.
See me on social media with my buns out. Okay. You don't see me on social media, like look at my body, look at this flashy, I don't do that kind of stuff. And I don't do that kind of stuff because that's not who I want to attract.
You do.
Right. I also don't post a lot.
Her trailer on her YouTube video is her in her Range Rover, her in her Porsche, her in her Lamborghini, her like coming out of a bathtub with glitter on. Like, I'm just.
But like, what does this have to do with any of us who are watching this like 5-day boot camp and want to improve our social media, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like,
rent a fancy car. I don't know.
Oh my God. A brag tally would have been amazing, but also it would have been a nightmare to actually try to keep up with.
I know we would have like run out of numbers at this point. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good.
Of my flashy stuff. If you look at my wall, very rarely will you see the Lamborghini. Very rarely will you see, I wear them, but diamond earrings or the Rolex. Or like, I don't.
And that was last year. She used to do these tea times, Nicole, after dark. So after 8 p.m. at night, after 8 p.m. Central.
Was she really drinking tea?
No. She was telling us about her sexual conquests while selling ketones. And the more detailed people that people wanted her to give, the more that they would have to order her ketones. That's not professional, right? I think we're breaking.
That's a businesswoman right there.
I know. I just, oh my God. I don't even know what to say.
Zoom in on any of this stuff. I don't highlight any of this stuff.
I just did. You literally just did. She spent a whole like week talking about her Rolex and the whole thing of like getting her friend to go like she recorded this whole thing when she went and bought her Rolex or whatever. And like she highlighted it. She highlights her trip. She highlights her flying on private jets, her cars, her dealerships, like all of her clothing, spending $50,000 at Gucci. Like she does talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm just very real and raw on social media because I want people to know I'm a businesswoman. And I think that if everything is flashy and lifestyle, you tend to attract people who are just attracted to flashy and lifestyle. Just like I was just, am I making sense?
No, you're not.
No.
Oh my God.
No, you're not.
Oh.
Okay, good. I was attracting people that were just like doom and gloom and depressed and anxious and needed like, I just want you guys to get better quality team members. Okay. I want you to win. I want you to make millions of dollars. I want you to have a huge business. So who wants to build huge businesses? It's a certain type of person. It's a go-getter. It's someone who's super direct. It's someone who's not scared of big goals. It's somebody who's not scared to go after something they want to win. Okay. So I just want you to think about that a little bit. Your target is not everyone. So identify who that person is.
So we know who that person is to Jessie Lee. She doesn't want someone who has anxiety. She doesn't want someone who's depressed. She doesn't want someone who isn't toxic positivity. She doesn't want someone who has asked questions. She just wants someone who will jump however high she wants them to jump when she says you need to jump right now. That's
she wants
what
also someone who's aggressive.
Yes.
And she wants someone who is probably attracted, like that she feels like she's on the same level as. Like she wants, people who, you attract people who look like you, right? To work with.
Yeah.
That's how we get our team.
It's twisty.
Yeah. Sure is.
Identify who that person is. Who's that person going to be? What are those pain points of these people? I think I have that on that screen right there. Let me see if I can get that pulled up really quickly. I don't know where I put it. Sorry. Hold on, please. Boop, 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 boop. It's coming. What in tarnations? Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
It took her 15 seconds to pull up the wrong graphic.
Okay, here we go.
God.
There we go. So you're going to tailor your message to this. Everything is going to be around the kinds of people you're looking for. You're looking for successful business people. You're looking for former business owners. You're looking for other fitness freaks. You're looking for professional makeup artists. You're looking for people who want to make 6 and 7 figures. You're looking for people who want to better their life. You're looking for people who know.
Okay, you're saying all this stuff, but again, it's vague because someone who has nothing could want to make 6 and 7 figures. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. People who want to make their life better. I feel like that's like a pretty big portion of the population wants to make their life better in some way.
Yes.
Like everybody.
Yes.
So that they're further along in the status quo. You're looking for people who want to be stretched and push their limits. You're looking for people who are leadable, teachable, coachable. You're looking for fill in the blank. I'm filling the blanks of the kinds of people I like to talk to. I like to talk to people who are trying to scale businesses to 8, 9 figures because I've done it. I want to help you, right? I'm looking for people who are willing to sit in the rooms with the top performers and be scared and nervous, but they're like, you know what? I'm taking a shot. I'm looking for people who want to partner with me as their coach because they know that me as their coach, I can take you to that next level with my network, with my mind, with my mindset, with my skill set. Who am I looking for? I'm looking for the winners. I'm looking for the winners, not the whiners, right?
I'm looking for the winners, not the whiners. Wow. Dang.
Yeah, heaven forbid you actually have a gripe about something.
I have a gripe about your workbook, but I guess that makes me a whiner. I have a gripe that you produced, really bad content and that oh my God. It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating that so many people are buying this hook, line, and sinker. And it's not me being like, oh my gosh, she made so much money in this course. No, I'm not jealous she made all this money. I'm mad that people gave her money and she didn't give them something back that was worth the money that the people gave.
Yeah, because like, let's face it, honestly, like DC and I collectively have enough marketing knowledge that like we could be marketing douchebags. We could take out predatory ads. I forget what video I was watching, but I kept telling people, oh, it was a Neil Patel video. I was like, listen. And before he said, I was like, he's going to do this. And then he talked about it. It's like, listen, like, I know all this shit. I know all their tricks. I know all the mind games I could play with people. I just refuse to do it. And if it means I have less money at the end of my life because of it, I'm okay with that. Again, I like to go to sleep every night and lay my head on the pillow and have a guilt-free conscience so that I can sleep. Like,
yes.
So yeah. And I don't want people, I'm mad on behalf of the thousands of people that got fucked over, like for their money and their time.
100%.
They're wasting their time watching this. They're spending hours of their time that they could be doing something that actually helped their business.
Yep. And that's the hard thing for me is knowing that people need help and that they bought into her course needing help because they don't understand their audience avatar. They don't understand their core values of what they're presenting to people who are going to buy their product. Yeah. Do I agree with multi-level marketing? No, but there is, I do not. I'm not saying like that she should have taught them, but at least that it feels fraudulent for her to say, I'm going to help you to do this better. And then
if someone buys a marketing class, I need to help you market.
Yes. 100%. Absolutely.
I might say things like this. This might be my languaging. What are those pain points? I mentioned the pain points. Usually pain points are grouped into 4 main types. Write it down. Productivity pain points, like time, right? Like scheduling, like they're super busy. They're a mom, they're a dad, they've got a full-time job, etc. Second pain points are often financial. So you could talk about worrying about the financial crisis that might be coming. You might be talking about people who want to make an extra $1,000 a month for an extra $12,000 a year to have an extra padding in case something happens to the economy.
She said, I think in one of the VIP calls, that she was really excited that a recession was coming because it meant that her business was going to boom because multi-level marketing companies experience a boom during recessions and stuff. And it was so disgusting to listen to.
God.
Like wishing harm, financial harm, or being excited for financial harm befalling so many people in all of the world because of recessions and being excited for it because it's going to boost your business is a disgusting mindset. It is just, I don't get it. I don't understand that. I don't understand being excited because someone else, like so many people are going to experience like awful things.
Yeah, I don't either. And I know that like sort of the fear-based marketing stuff, like even for clients, like I just refuse to like write copy or whatever like that. Like if they want to pay someone else to do it, it's fine. I've
Yeah.
actually turned down some work that like was adjacent to be, like preying on people like this, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just yeah, I want people to buy from me as a business owner because they have extra money. And if they don't have extra money, I want them to take what money they do have and spend it on what they need to buy. Like,
Yeah.
oh, so fucking gross.
Yes.
And also, yeah, the comments are saying like to write this down. Like again, these trainers are so condescending. And if you've ever been to like a real training at like a conference or at your workplace or something, probably the person presenting was not like, you're lucky to be hearing me speak. You better write this down. They weren't talking to you like you were stupid, you know?
Yep.
That's not how you talk to people.
Exactly.
You might want to talk about the people that want to have a shopping budget of an extra $5,000 a month. That's who you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for the people who want to make multi-millions working from their phone. What is it? Talk about the pain points. You want to make millions of dollars and not feel like a slave to somebody else. You want to make millions of dollars building your own dream and not somebody else's. You want to make 6 figures a year being able to
saying
income claim.
Yeah, income claim, and also just the talk of like being a slave to someone else. Like I just coming from her, like you don't. That's the wrong languaging that you should. I understand what she's trying to say, but it's just when you actually have read about the just awful things that have happened to actual slaves, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just inappropriate. Quit using slavery as a metaphor. Yes.
Yeah, like the literal, the bar, this is basic shit here.
Yeah. Oh well.
Travel the world and be a digital nomad. What are the pain points, the financial pain points? Are you trapped behind a desk? Are you working for somebody who doesn't appreciate you? Are you stuck in a 9-to-5? Do you feel like you're in a rat race? Do you not know how you're going to retire because you heard you're going to need $3 million in savings to retire in the next 20 to 30 years just based off of inflation and the way that the economy is going and the price of everything, right? These are real pain points. Talk to them. This is just good salespeople. The third is process. This is a huge pain point for people. People want to know the training. People want to know the systems. People want to know what they're going to get.
Oh, they want to know all that? Why didn't you offer that in this training? Why didn't you give them a workbook before this whole training started? Why didn't you actually give them a real workbook where they got to fill in stuff as you were talking so that they could have the notes either given to them, I guess PDF wise, and they could have printed it out and followed along. But no, we didn't do that. This is just hypocritical. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating.
If I talk about my top level coaching, I tell them exactly what they get. They get a one-on-one coaching call. They get access to me with their phone number, with my personal phone number. Excuse me. They can text me all the time. They get access to the group of other like-minded individuals who have also invested the exact same amount of money. They also get coaching calls 2 times a month. They also get access to my gold accelerator for free. They also get access to my network. I bring in my other 8-figure friends, 9-figure friends who also coach and train and become part of their network. They get access to in-person meetups every single month for free when they're platinum. These are all parts of the process. I'm answering the pain points. When people know what they're investing in, it's just different. They will buy the kit from.
So you're charging $20,000 a year, now $30,000 because $20,000 was the sale price. You're charging $30,000 a year for access to you with meetups. Like it sounds like that fire the fire festival guy who had that credit card scam, and he was like you got to have access to different things and access to early tickets and get to go meet up with other people who had the same credit card, and it ended up being like, I don't know, it was just, this sounds like that, but I'm not going to say it's a scam allegedly, but okay.
Yeah. Oh,
you if they know the process. Yeah, of course it costs $1,000 to join the business, but with $1,000, this is what you're going to get. Boom, 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 boom. List it out, have it ready to go, write it down in a notebook. If you don't know it off the top of your head, bada bing, bada.
Oh, they don't pay $30,000 for this. They only paid $17 for early pricing for the 5 days, then $27 for day of pricing for the 5 days. If you wanted additional Zoom hour with Jessie Lee afterwards, you paid $97 for the whole week, and you got the workbook for free if you paid the $97. But if you only paid the $17 or the $27, you had to pay an additional 27 or $26 for the workbook. So it's just, it feels slimy.
Yeah.
Boom. And the fourth pain point is support. If people are going to spend money with you, they want to know what kind of support they're going to get. Is this going to be just a recruit relationship, or is this a sponsorship relationship? Are you just going to bring me in the business, or are you going to be somebody who teaches me, trains me, guides me, answers my questions? Are you going to be somebody who has trainings? There's group coaching, there's small group coaching. Is there any one-on-one coaching? Is there team training for the whole team? Do you have a system? Is there a process? Do you have a software? Do you have scripts? What do you have? Answer every single one of these pain points. I'm telling you, you will make a significant amount of income doing that. Okay. All right. I don't know why I closed that screen. I'm sorry. I got to bring that back up again. Okay. Showcase your company values. What do you stand for? If you don't already have core.
Wait,
She said,
oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
No. When she was just saying, like, you list the things that you get, I don't know. Does she have a list of all the things you get with her thing listed somewhere on the internet? She said, write it down in a notebook if you can't remember. But does she publicly list what people get when they get into her accelerator anywhere on the internet, like on a website or something?
She has an app that's awful. I don't know.
That doesn't. Really? No.
Yeah. And I say it's awful because she said her scripts were in her app and they're not in there.
I guess that's what I'm saying is I'm really curious if she has some sort of published accountability where it's like, you're supposed to be getting this. If people can actually reference it and see that they're actually not. It is okay. M&M says it is listed on her website. Okay. I was just curious because I could see her listing all these things that you get over like a phone sale or something where they process your payment and then you go and look at it and like nothing is actually promised anywhere kind of thing. But
sometimes I feel like her sales pitches are vague enough that leaves room for her to gaslight you if you don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it is. I think it is listed on her website, but it's definitely not listed in her app that she had made for herself. So
Values of your organization. It's not too late to start right now, and it's not too early to start right now, even if you don't yet have a team. What do you stand for? Who are you trying to attract? What are the kinds of people that you see fitting on your team? Who do you want to do business with? Maybe this is a religious thing. Maybe this is a personality thing. Maybe this is a level of driven that you're looking for. Maybe this is some kind of financial conversation you have, right? Maybe it's a different maybe it's somewhere around the world. For me, international expansion has always been very important. For me, I've always wanted an international team. I've always wanted to learn other cultures. I've always respected other cultures. I've always taken the time to slow down and get to know people. It's always been important to me. It's one of our core values, right? Make sure you're using language and tone that makes sense to people. Don't recruit in jargon. Here's what I mean by that. Don't recruit in jargon just means just because you think somebody understands what it is to be an elite or a diamond or a legend or a bibbity bobbity boop unicorn, whatever your top rank is, they don't know what it means. Okay. Talk in normal people language to normal people. You will recruit a lot more people. Don't be super aggressive in the way you come across. Voice messages are great because sometimes
I hated voice messages.
And she also said, don't be aggressive.
Ma'am, look.
Have we met Bosley? She seems
oh my
aggressive.
God.
Oh my God. There was one when I was trying to watch a training from her like last year when I was starting the series. And I found a video and I ended up like cutting it out of the thing because it ended up not being usable because I find fresh videos to react to. And she was doing a call with people in some country in Africa. And I think she asked them how to pronounce the woman's name. I think it was Bungiwe or something at the beginning. And then during the thing, she like forgot that she asked the woman how to pronounce her name. And then like asked her, it's like, okay, what was the point of asking ahead of the call? You know what I mean? And then what was really funny about that video, besides that whole thing, was she mounted the camera like away from her. So it was like facing her, but she was sitting on her computer. So you could only see like this is her computer. And you could only see like her talking to her computer the whole time.
Oh my god.
I watched it for about 5 minutes and I was like, I cannot make people watch this with me. So like, I found a different video to watch. But
oh my god.
yeah, she made this whole thing about pronouncing this. It's really important that I learn to pronounce your name correctly. And then partway through the call, she's like, oh, and I was invited by, and then I heard her kind of like pause and then realize that she had not written down how to pronounce this person's name. And again, like, if you're not sure, I get it. I have a difficult name, but we all learned to pronounce George Stephanopoulos Bliss in the 90s. So, you know, we can get there. We can write down phonetically if we need to. But yeah, so so her, when she said, I respected her cultures, I was like, do you now? Because this woman told you how to pronounce her name literally 5 minutes ago and you did not remember.
Holy, oh my god. Oh, here we go.
Things get taken out of context. This kind of energy where you can feel me. I'm getting really excited, by the way. You can probably tell, right? I'm like, I'm loving this. Hopefully you guys are loving this, getting a lot out of it. But like, don't be super aggressive towards people. If you're super aggressive towards people, if you're too in their face, people start to back off. Like, yeah, I don't know. I was.
When you got aggressive with Jane Marie, when you didn't like that she had talked to Aaron on her podcast, and then you were so disrespectful as to post that interview before Jane Marie did, as you do with many podcasts that you're on, like, and you're saying that that's not aggressive because maybe you don't know the definition. I'm confused. Oh my god.
I'd also like her to say this would be too aggressive. Again, because like all we know is we know to be like, we need to behave like a boss man or lady, but we need to not be too aggressive. So where's the line? Give us some examples of where the line is.
I think she gets to move it depending on how she's feeling that day. I think she.
And is she still on her walking pad, by the way, as she's recording this?
Maybe. Yes, it looks like she
okay, because at a certain point she looked a little like she might be, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
I was just curious.
Interested, but I don't know. Listen more than you talk. This is important in the languaging. I heard somebody today on a phone call, and all the person really wanted to know was how much access they were going to get with me when they were a platinum. And the salesperson was kind of listening. And since I happened to overhear it,
You mean Avi? You mean your Avi?
Salesperson.
Avi's her boyfriend. Avi works for her in selling platinum. So when she said she overheard it, I'm wondering if she's talking about Avi right now. Because
okay, I thought it was this call is recorded for your quality assurance situation.
I don't
but that makes more sense.
Yeah, I don't think she has.
I don't think she cares about the quality.
Yeah, I don't think she does.
just started texting. Let them know they can text me all the time when they're platinum. And I kept sending that. Let them know they can text me all the time when they're platinum. They can text me all the time. There are no limits to the text messages when you're platinum. I kept saying this over and over and over and over and over again because I could hear the conversation with the prospect. I could hear she wanted to make sure that if she were to pay for top level coaching, she got actual access to me. It wasn't just a group call. It wasn't just a couple calls a month. It was Jessie Lee. She wanted to make sure she had Coach Jessie Lee in her back pocket. And as soon as the salesperson said 3 times in a row, you can text her all the time. No, literally, she'll text you back right away. No, her platinums get access to her all the time. You can text her all the time and she'll respond. I know I'm repeating myself, but you can text her anytime, all the time. She went, boom, I'm in for platinum for a year. Within 30 seconds of the salesperson.
She just said him. It's Avi. Avi's the one that's selling this. Come on.
Oh my God.
No, so this is the day 1 she was live. Day 2, I don't know if she was live. She was I don't know if she pre-recorded that one, but 3, 4, and 5 are all pre-recorded, even though she sold this Facebook recruiting boot camp or whatever. I mean, 5-day recruiting boot camp as being live every day. They're pre-recorded because she brought the matching outfits to California to wear. If you go into the free anti-MLM folder that I'm gonna link in in my chat. You can go into the Jessie Lee and you can watch the VIP. Those are what my informant sent me. That you can see that she's in her house in Frisco, Texas for all of the lives, and then she's in her hotel room in California for the VIP calls. So it's just. She's lying.
Every time you say your informant, I picture someone like in shadow, you know, and they're like, yeah. And they have like a voice changer. I don't know. I definitely have a certain picture of this informant in my mind.
I love it so much, and also like they haven't been booted from the group yet. I don't.
Well, they're a good informant then, right?
Yeah. So it's great.
Yeah.
Saying that repeatedly. So listen, people want to know the systems, the processes, exactly what is.
She could actually be sued for that. Well, I'm never going to give up my informant, and they're never going to find out who did it. So I'm not going to. I would never give up my informant. DM.
You know, the holdup in their mind. What is making them feel not so confident? Okay. All right. Let's keep rocking and rolling. When it comes to recruiting, as you probably know, and I think that's part of the reason you're here with me today, right? Is guys, the authenticity matters. Data matters. Real statistics matter. You're on here because I've recruited 12,000 people, not because I said, hi, I'm a business coach who's never recruited. I mean,
Oh, sorry. My reading comprehension's so bad, DM. Jessie Lee Ward could be sued. For what? I don't know. But what could she be sued for?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Well, yeah. The other thing too, just as she's paging through these tabs, so we're on slide 4 out of 9. So,
oh no. Oh
yeah.
dear God.
So I don't know how she's going to get through 5 slides in the remaining time, but maybe she won't. But she kept talking about how great this presentation was. So
I know.
like a white box over a white box, or a slightly different shade of white box over a slide.
Yeah, I feel like one day, like we need to like remake an MLM PowerPoint presentation.
I think that would be really fun. I've thought about that before.
Yeah,
I thought that would be a really fun group project.
Yes, I think like and
like on a live stream where we're like, okay, we're moving this around and we're grabbing this and let's find an example of this that we can actually show.
Oh, that she's going out of her way to sell the personal live things. Yeah. And again, she said that she was going to be live all week or whatever from her Facebook group, and they're not live. It was pre-recorded. That's a good point. Falsely saying she was live. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm slow on the uptake live chat. Y'all know that. That's a good point. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm a pretty good recruiter. You'd be like 0 stars. Do not recommend. Okay. You're here because the data was there. You're here because you've seen me on social media. You're here because you've seen my scripts. Maybe you're here.
But this training is for people who don't have that.
Right.
This training is for people who are starting from scratch. So if they don't have the data to back it up, are you saying they're not going to be able to recruit people?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but I don't think she knows she's saying that.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Like listening to herself talk.
Yeah, clearly.
Because somebody who has been coached by me before said, do it. It's $17. Get around this woman. This is crazy. You're never going to see something for this inexpensive, right? The authenticity of who I am and what I do and my personality has always mattered, and it matters for you too. And remember that the ability to adapt is key when it comes to recruiting, because you never really know what people are going to ask.
Oh my God.
Now let's talk about
where to post. Be still, beating hard. I can't even read this.
She was like, that design was so good. I had to take this template and reuse it. So those who can't see, because apparently a couple of people who came from your channel were watching my videos. I said, I like the way that you're doing the alt text explanation.
I love that.
It is a poopy gold headline that says where to post. And then there's a series of boxes of light purple and dark purple boxes. And then one of the highlighter text is literal highlighter yellow and red. And it is completely organized in like a very chaotic way, and Instagram is spelled wrong. For example, that's the first spelling mistake that I see.
She spelled Instagram
I'm not saying
wrong. Oh my God.
Yeah, Instagram is spelled wrong on the slide.
YouTube is supposed to be the T is supposed to be capitalized in YouTube, right?
Oh, is it? I'm not sure.
No.
I was wondering if TikTok was 2 separate words or if it was together.
It
and
is
then
together.
cross-platform synergy is one of the topics, and it is not.
Centered.
I can't tell whether these are supposed to be centered or not. I think they're supposed to be centered, but I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, all the boxes are different sizes because all the headlines are different lengths. So this is matching the chaos of slide number 2 for those of you who are listening. Yeah, it is not attractive. The text is small. It's hard to read. And
You
in
got
particular, the
little-
highlighter yellow background with the purple text makes you want to gouge your own eyes out.
Yeah. They didn't even
'Cause
use the dark purple for it though. They used a lighter purple, so it was even less visible. It's you know what I'm saying? Like that purple in Facebook in the highlighter yellow is not the same purple, the dark purple. It's like a lighter. Let's zoom in.
Yeah.
It's not the same purple.
Oh no, I 100% I couldn't tell. Yeah, I
It's
can't
hard to
tell
read.
what it is.
Name was
But I
cool.
love Instagram spelled wrong. It's just chef's kiss.
Yeah. It's oh my god, I can't believe she did this. I mean, I guess we can, but holy moly.
It looks
About
like
this.
some of the
Here-
spacing is better, like slightly better. You know, there's
Yeah, like what I would have
slightly.
done. So like, but okay, but do you see on TikTok how the text is lined
Yeah.
up with the gold? It's not
Mhm.
lined up with the edge on the Instagram or Instagram. It's not lined up with Facebook. It is lined up with YouTube. It is lined up with no, it's not lined up with WhatsApp. It's a little bit too far to the left.
Yeah.
And it's lined up with the cross whatever it says. Cross
Platform synergy. Are we still using the word synergy? God,
Oh my god.
I
guess we
really
are.
thought I missed the synergy day. I thought I was too young to when I entered the workplace. We weren't using the word synergy anymore, but maybe not.
Oh my god. It would be clearer on an Etch-a-Sketch. I mean, that would even be more dynamic if it was being drawn and written out as we were going. Holy
That's
moly.
way too much effort.
Good god.
Here's the posting. I need us to agree to post everywhere. Post on Facebook. This has a huge user base. You can utilize groups. You can get in the groups. You can get on your own wall. You can be on other people's walls. You can post reels. You can post everything on Facebook. And you should.
You can also do you realize how many you can so sometimes Facebook's a dumpster fire, okay? It's like a political like fight with your family wasteland of just anger and like, you know how fast you can like start fighting with someone on Facebook? It's so fast. Yes, 2016 is calling.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's
I also
bad.
love how we're in day 1 of social media boot camp and we're what 3/4 of the way through this, maybe more, and it's like post to Facebook. Write it down, guys. Write it down. You should be posting to Facebook.
Yes. Oh my god. Man, this is a Wendy's. Yes. Oh my god.
Facebook is not dead. And I know we got some Gen Z. Is that what it is? Gen Z's on here? Gen X, Y, Z, millennial, whatever. I think I'm an elder millennial is what they're called. Good Lord. Okay. They're on Facebook. Facebook people also spend money, just as in FYI, because that's just what they do. I don't know what else to say. This is a huge user base and it can be very diverse. You can gain a lot of followers by utilizing Facebook Reels. It's still not dead in summer 2023. It's still not too late to make money in 2023 and a large following on Facebook Reels. And then it's your job to cultivate those relationships, like the message we said about an hour ago now on this call. You want to reach out to everybody who follows, everybody who messages, everybody who comments. Instagram, oh, sorry for my little typo right there. Instagram, you know it's visual. Instagram, I post a lot of lifestyle stuff, and lifestyle might just be business lifestyle. Lifestyle might be a wedding I go to. Lifestyle might be a cute outfit just because I'm out on a date night, right? Lifestyle might be a professional photo shoot or even just not a professional photo shoot, but something I feel like I look cute in, right? A lot of storytelling in my captions, obviously utilizing Instagram Reels, using my stories to post links to things, utilizing those highlights like we talked about, utilizing my pin posts to update people on everything. It is very real time. And if you don't think you can get recruits off of Instagram, I promise you, you absolutely can. And you can also repurpose content from Facebook to Instagram to TikTok, YouTube, etc.
Oh my god. Yes and no. You know what? Like, I don't do a good job of this because, like, I love long form content. It's my favorite thing to do. I love YouTube I love YouTube. I also was, when I was feeling better, going live on Instagram completely separate than what I was doing on YouTube because I know different people hang out on Instagram and it's not just, hey, I'm going live on YouTube. It's this type of situation. Like, I wouldn't want to do that. Sometimes I do little snippets from what fun things happen on a YouTube stream and I'll put them on Instagram, but it should be different. It should be way different than that. Your information should be able to be like full and complete on one platform, and it's not just like spreading it across everywhere so that you could like be on every platform. I mean, that's just my perspective, but
yeah. I know, and I'm less bothered by people reposting content just because I know that some people are on, like my mom's on Facebook, she's not on anything else. My, certain people I know are only on Instagram or whatever. But I think, I mean, those communities feel differently. So if you are going to repost something, I think there should be like, it should be thoughtfully done,
yeah, I think so too.
There should be a reason to do it.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm like what I'm trying to say in a bad way is like it should be thoughtful for your audience that's on those different platforms, and it shouldn't like, and I'm not trying to convert Instagram followers into YouTube followers. Like,
yeah.
If you enjoy this little snippet, maybe you want to watch more of it, you can do that on YouTube. But if you just like it for what it is, you can just stay here on Instagram, and you're not gonna, lose out on what you're already getting over there. So I don't know. Just okay.
Yep, I agree.
Here we go. We're stuck. We're in the Twilight Zone and we can't escape.
YouTube Shorts, TikToks, Reels, and Facebook Reels are all the same kind of content. Stories on Facebook, stories on Instagram, stories on TikTok, stories on WhatsApp. There's WhatsApp stories. You can repurpose the exact same stuff on every single platform because not everybody follows you everywhere. This is the idea of omnipresence. TikToks, I don't even use trends. I don't even use the cutesy dances.
She told us in a VIP training last week for this course that to try to do any kind of TikTok trend to start going viral and then to change your caption to an MLM like recruiting post for your company to like a bait and switch. That's what she said in the VIP call. Like that's
so funny because I'm pretty active on TikTok, and so whenever I've noticed that I'll see a video and it'll be like DC hair expert or something. That will be and then when I click through, there'll be a link to a Stan store. So there's like some telltale sign, and I'm like, and I'll click through and I'll see that it's freaking Unique or Monat or whatever, and I report them. I don't know if it does anything, but just annoys. So like I know all their little tricks. Those are two like dead giveaways if you're following someone and they're doing so-and-so makeup expert and they're doing their makeup and telling a story, and you click through and they have a little Stan store. Yeah. That's usually, I'm not saying all of them, but that's just a new trick that they're doing. They're not even linking directly to their MLM website anymore.
Oh my God. That's wild.
Even do the before and after boom boom transitions. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't really utilize sounds. I actually tell stories on TikTok. My TikTok mostly is turned into a cancer journey page these days, but it's gaining tons and tons of traction, tens of thousands of extra followers each month because so many people love that I'm just telling the story. So in your business, can you?
Yay, spreading misinformation. I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Just tell your business story and tell it again and again and again and again and again, like we spent some time already in this training about. Of course you can. Some of you are YouTubers. Some of you, it intimidates you. It intimidated me too, I promise you. But just using that long form video, understand that YouTube is a platform where a ton of people will utilize that search bar and they want to be educated. YouTube is an educational platform. And if you don't...
What? No, it's not. We're hanging out. We're having a good conversation. Like, I wouldn't like, sure, we're trying to debunk multi-level marketing, but also like we've had, I mean, at least on my channel, like the people who watch my stuff, we're down for rabbit trails. We're down for like secret squirrel sessions. We're down for like, just running our mouths for a long time and just talking about different stuff. Like, it's not just educational. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's funny because like when these people talk about the different platforms, it's like they've all read the same like basic sentence and they're being like, TikTok is for the younger people, YouTube is educational and is the second largest search engine.
Yeah,
Instagram is for lifestyle brands. Like it's like, yeah, like if you try to distill everything into like the simplest point, like I mean, I guess you could say YouTube is more educational because you know, if you need to change the headlight of your car or something, we're going to YouTube for that. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just an overly simplified view of social platforms. And if this is all she gives us, it's not. Sorry, the cat is
A fluke break. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, he was about to climb over where the camera was, so I was stuck. He's been laying here very calmly for the past 30 minutes, but
oh, what a good floof. No, we love the floof.
Yeah, this is him.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh my god. Chat is going wild for the floof.
Yeah, this is Bart. Floof number
Bart!
one of 3.
Love it.
2 cats and a dog. All short.
Awesome.
All short.
Oh, that's so cute. Floof. Oh my god.
Sorry about that. I thought he was gonna knock over my entire camera setup for a second there.
No, you're good. We love a floof break. Him so plump and the best name. Yes.
Yeah.
Love it. We love Bart. Oh my god. We need a little emote of Bart. Oh my gosh. He's like, what a good floof. What a good floof.
Fine.
Create on there, guess what? Somebody else is going to create content about you, and that could be damaging to your brand reputation. So make sure you are creating content so that in case that ever does happen, you still pop up as the first people in the YouTube search. Okay?
You don't pop up first. Jessie Lee does not pop up first on YouTube search. I'll just tell you that right now.
For her own name, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
MLM pops up first. Oh my god.
And then you can see this cross-platform synergy I put on here. It's just multiple channels, multiple maximum impact. Just because you're amazing, and I know all of you are amazing. Give me a yes in the chat if you know you're amazing. I know you guys are amazing, right? Yes. Okay, you guys are so flipping amazing. You're all over the world, right? But some of you don't follow me like a stalker on all my platforms. So how can I expect you to listen to every podcast and see every reel and see every highlight and every story and every post and every live video? You guys have lives too, and you have content to create too. And so when you have this cross-platform synergy, it makes your life way easier. So if you want to recruit, here's what you have to post. Here's some of the different.
This is not even centered. Look at this. Look. Okay. So you have one.
It's
two,
the least
3,
offensive slide we've seen so far.
That's true. But could we have taken all of them, grouped it, and centered it in the middle of the slide? Because it looks like we've got an inch.
Yeah.
I don't know, an inch on the left, and we've got half an inch on the right, or maybe 3/4 of an inch. Like, center it. Like, I don't.
Yeah. It is off. Yeah.
Oh my god. It doesn't really matter. Yes, it's the least offensive for sure. Is it still? Yeah. Oh, we still have got widow words. I'm not even gonna look at it. I mean, well, I am gonna look at it.
And some things have periods on them, and some of them don't.
Yeah, and it's like so also be mindful when you're creating things. Like this picture with her whole team on the very first one. These pictures are so small we can't see that, so it's not a good picture to use on a small space. Like the one in her pink suit is fine. The one in the middle, it's okay. The one, like, it's just be mindful of how big your graphic is going to be.
Right. And just to read these out in case people can't see them. So it says what to post and when. And then it says demonstrate the perks and benefits of joining your team. Offer valuable tips and insights related to your industry. Post behind the scenes content to humanize your recruiting efforts. Share engaging testimonials from satisfied recruits and showcase success stories of team members. Satisfied. Okay, I think satisfied is spelled right, but I thought it wasn't for a second.
Yeah.
But again, just general stuff. And then there's pictures of herself on stages, looking very glamorous and successful.
Yeah. Yep.
Different pieces of content. Now, I purposefully picked 5 photos from the same event because I wanted to show you how you can take one thing that you're doing and you can easily create 5 pieces of content.
You know what would have been more meaningful if she had shown the content in the caption or showed the videos that she did in the stories so that someone could actually see what does it sound like? What does it look like? What is up behind the scenes? actually mean for someone instead of stationary, like static still post that she's doing here. I don't know.
Yeah. Seeing examples of stuff in a social media training would be super helpful.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But that's why she's not going to show it.
Maybe that's what you get in the platinum for $30,000.
Ooh.
God.
So look, please screenshot, do what you need to do.
What are we screenshotting? There's nothing valuable here.
Go ahead. Take your notes. Go ahead. Bask in my amazingness. I'll pause for a moment and let you do that.
Oh my God.
The first one is demonstrating the perks and benefits of joining your team. Post this often, at least once a week. I grabbed a team photo from the event and I posted that to demonstrate this. And maybe the caption would be something along the lines of everything emotional from the event, but also I would tell stories about the success stories at the event.
This should have been 5 separate slides with actual playable videos or actual, like, here's what the caption looks like when I'm being emotional. Here's what it looks like when I'm being emotional and I'm targeting like these type of people that I'm looking for that falls in line with my core values and my audience avatar. Like she should have done that for each one so it could have given an actual like measurable helpful example for people. But it's like I just dragged and dropped all these pictures in there and look how cool I am.
Or I tell the stories about the community that's there. Or I would tell the stories about just analytically speaking, how many people are there and how leaders are born at events and the statistics behind people's paychecks when people show up at events and the buy-in people have when they go to events. And maybe I talk about how fun the event is and the company culture, the team culture, my culture, etc. All of that, all the benefits, everything inside of this. Maybe inside of this, it doesn't, I'm just going to keep rambling on that if I don't go to the next one. Okay. Next would be valuable tips and insights related to it. So this cute little photo of woo, like me, like rolling, woo, going like this. What do you think this is?
We don't know because we can't see it. I mean, what?
Also, 4 out of these 5 photos, one of them is a selfie photo, but the rest are sort of like professional or photos taken by someone else. So like this isn't a good example because most people, again, who are doing a beginning social media training are probably not at professional events a lot and are probably mostly taking their own photos.
Yeah. So how do you do that? And
what do I know?
Well, yeah, we don't know anything. We're just marketers.
Yeah.
It's like it would have been more valuable to say, are you going to have professional photographers at your event? How do you get access to it? Or can you pay for the usage of those photos? Like those are questions you need to ask. Or this is the tripod that I like taking with me and, get or have someone take pictures of you and your friends or have someone take a picture of you at the event or whatever it is. She's not going to talk about this because
like tactical ways to actually make the content that you need to be sharing on these social platforms. That would be too useful, DC. Too useful.
And it's just like, why couldn't she show like some of her own, like I'm sure she's archived all of her stories she's done for all of time. She could have gone back to this event and dragged and dropped because it looks like this is in Canva, the stories. Here's the 5 stories I posted from that event the day of. And these are what I did in my stories. Next slide. This is the post I did. Here's the caption and here's what I was going for. Emotion. Like you could have like done a little diagram and talked about, what she was doing and then what her call to action looks like and an actual like so someone could learn from it. But they don't.
Right. And here's 2 stories and here's one where it got more interaction. And as you see here, it has a poll on it. So one way to get more interaction is to use the interactive elements when you post it to the Instagram story. Like even like stuff like that, like this is what it looks like. And then these were the results from it. And this is what we can learn about that in a general way.
Yeah. And I will say, and I don't know what you think about this, Nicole, but for someone like Jessie Lee, who has 330,000 followers on Instagram, I would think that her engagement on her posts would be higher than it is. But I don't know what you think about. that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I looked it up for my video, it was pretty low. And I know that you know, brand deals and stuff, they're looking for what, like around like 1, like big accounts, like 3% is considered really good, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't even think she has 1% the last time I looked at it anyway. I haven't looked at Social Blade for her in a while though, although maybe this cancer journey has increased her engagement.
Mm.
And at the beginning of this, I thought it was interesting, and I didn't want to interrupt when it was playing, but she was talking about how like there's a limited amount of trainings of her out there. So I feel like she's almost marketing this training as like limited time only. Like there's only a certain amount of content that you're ever going to get from me. And I don't know, that felt really weird to me.
Yeah. No, it is weird because there's so many people. It's sad because of like that she's sick, but it's also untrue because of how many snuck into Zoom calls people have done. Isabella, Chelsea, Aaron, Julie Joe, like tons of other people have like gotten the Zoom links for her trainings and they're not good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that are actually out there and it's like I don't know what to tell you. It's not earth shattering. It's not like
we're going for quantity over quality here, guys.
Oh my God.
Right? I'm talking maybe then you guys should be talking about what makes your company stand out. What again is your unique value proposition? What makes you special? What makes your team special? Why am I joining you? Why your company? Are you a legacy company? So it's stable, it's not going anywhere? Are you a new company in pre-launch and you're excited because the opportunity is new? Are you somebody who's just hungry and starving? You got steak knives for teeth. You're so excited.
How many episodes of her podcast are there? I think she's 530 or 540 episodes. So yeah, she's got 540 episodes out there of her podcast where she's training people. So yeah, not limited at all. I mean, that's over a year and a half worth of everyday training. So
excited to win in this, and your energy and your passion is what's going to take people to the top. I want tips around all of that. I want information. I want to feel like, oh my gosh, this person knows what they're talking about. They are an authority figure. I want posts that are behind the scenes. Guys, do you see how this is the same event? What's going on behind the scenes? It's me and my friends blowing bubbles. It shows you I'm fun.
We can't see that. You know why we can't see that? Because the picture's so small that we can't see it. And it's on a white background. You can't see bubbles on top of white most of the time. We can't see it. Come on. God damn it. I'm so mad.
It shows you I'm human. It shows you I have a good time. It shows you that it's not all business, it's play too. It shows you that community that maybe I talked about in a previous post. It shows you that the relationships I have with people are real. It shows you I'm not just a stick in the mud business owner, boss, babe, whatever. You get to see me goofing off behind the scenes at this event with some of my best friends, right? What are you doing to show that you're real? Can you show your office as an example? People love that. Can you show the phones you use to go live multiple times? Can you?
Oh, hold on, Mom.
You show people what your organization system? Can you show people the books that you're reading? Can you show people the way you take notes? Can you show people how much you work, or maybe a time lapse of whatever it is? Can you show people a real life example of you coaching people into joining the business? Can you show a role play? Like, you can show so much behind the scenes stuff, unpacking your business kit, right? Having a phone conversation with your upline or with your downline.
Oh my God. Thanks for helping me with watch hours, friends. How many more watch hours do you need? We need a break.
Oh, I was growing really slow. I get an average of 15 subscribers a month. So getting 215 in 48 hours is a lot more than I usually get. So my watch hours have been whatever, but my subscribers grew a lot. And now my watch hours are a little behind. I think I have like 3,200 or something, and I need 4,000. So
oh my God, y'all. Okay.
I think it'll get there. I'm confident. I mean, like I said, you got me over a pretty big hurdle. I was stuck at like 400 for a while, and then I was stuck at like 500 for a while. So,
and now you're at 819.
I know. It's crazy.
Holy
Thank you guys
shit.
so much for your support. I appreciate it.
Oh my god, no, like, we love a snarky raid of someone's channel, so listen,
Yeah.
so close. I love that. Run them up. Yeah, run them up. Yo, do you have your stuff in playlists on your channel?
Yeah,
Sweet.
there's a whole Nicole Reacts playlist if you like this sort of content where I watch like a training and I lightly rip it apart. I probably could be a little I've really been kind of feeling it out the last I've been doing these for about a year and a half, so it's taken me a while to sort of figure it out, but I think I know where that line is for me, and they're getting better. So I don't know, trying to think. There's Jessie Lee is there, but was one of my first ones, and I don't know, the quality was not great, but
that's okay. We all
there.
I mean, I watched my stuff back in the beginning and I'm like, okay, I get it. And the nice thing that one thing I really appreciate that you do is that like it sounds like you kind of watch some or listen to some of your stuff back sometimes.
Yeah.
And I do too, because I'm like, okay, if I can't enjoy like this back, I know what I need to change for next time. Or
was this as awkward as I remember it? Or like, how could I have handled this better? Yeah, I mean, when I took public speaking in college, like we had to watch it ourselves on video, and I definitely got used to like editing myself on camera too. I used to work at a newspaper, and they always needed someone to do video stuff, and that was always me. I was 25 and I just didn't care. So I was like, sure.
Awesome.
So I really got used to editing myself on video. So I've gotten over most of my stuff about, whatever I look like or whatever, I've gotten over most of that, but it's mostly figuring out how to talk creatively. And like I said, my goal is not to be mean. I want someone to watch these videos if they're like on the fence about this person. Like I see that a lot of my stuff is like Christy Snyder reviews. She's in this weird MLM called Savings Highway Global, which is about saving money.
No way.
And it is the ugliest logo. Like if you look up this website, it looks like you paid someone like $500 to spend like a few hours like customizing a really crappy theme, and you got the logo out of a logo generator. It is so people are looking into her. Like I see that my stuff, people are coming in on my website looking for Christy Snyder reviews. So my goal is like people find this content, they start watching it, even if they're not quite critical of this person yet. You know what I mean? So you'll notice when you watch them, like I try to be pretty fair,
I love that
about it, but
yeah. I wish I was more fair. I have a lot of emotions and sometimes it like comes out.
I mean, I think a lot of people have like it's easy when you don't have I don't have any direct experience with any of these people, you know what I mean? So it's when you've been in multi-level marketing and had some of these tactics used on you or whatever, I feel like it would be harder to be but I'm sort of, like I said, like I said, I'm distant from it, so it's easy for me to do that, but there's certain people I have not talked about because I don't have that distance yet. So
maybe we can do it together or something.
Yeah, it's true. There's a couple of people that I'm like real, I don't know. No. the Basset Hound mix. Somebody was asking about the Basset Hound mix, by the way. She's Brandy of the North on Instagram, and I do not maintain that account. My boyfriend maintains that account. So I am also surprised when my dog posts on Instagram. So
my God,
if you want to go see the Basset Hound mix, she's on Instagram. So enjoy. The cats are there too.
I love that. Okay, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, okay. Right. Go away.
With a prospect, you can show all of this stuff, and people love this because then you're human. I told you already in here, don't put me on a pedestal. I'm your friend. I have been so scared my entire career, just like you, doing all kinds of new stuff. If I'm being super real, I would love to humanize myself for a second and tell you this challenge scares me.
It doesn't. What do you? I am sorry. I do not believe her. I don't believe her at all. I don't. And I don't know if that's mean. I just don't believe her because she's done all these things. She's been on social for such a long time. She shared so many personal, intimate details of all aspects of her life. How would doing a marketing thing scare you? I just maybe have questions. I don't know.
It does. I've never done anything like this before. I know I'm still not even done yet today, which I know I'm going over time, but welcome to Jessie Lee. This is what I do. I love to over deliver.
Oh my God.
I'm nervous. It makes me nervous. I know that this stuff works because this is not theory I'm teaching from. I know these are the things I've done to recruit 12,000 people. I know that. But I get nervous. When I did the webinar right before I hit play, guys, and you guys were on there, I was pacing back and forth like a crazy person. I was sweating. My shirt was soaked by the time I was on the webinar. I was so scared. I thought that you guys were not going to like me. Some of you had never seen me, and I thought they're not going to like me. They're going to think that she's, I'm too pretentious, or I'm accidentally full of myself, or, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. I got nervous too. I got nervous when I pitched it. I'm nervous about the question and answer that's coming up. I get nervous about everything. I think I'm just a perfectionist sometimes, right?
Oh my God. You're a perfectionist? Like, then how did the workbook come into existence? PowerPoint come into existence? How?
And is she actually nervous, or is she fake nervous? Because, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't get the vibe that she's actually nervous. I think she's trying to humanize herself here, but that's just the impression I get.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be perfect. People aren't looking for perfect. I think you like that I've stumbled over my words a couple times, right? I think you like that I didn't come on here and...
She hasn't stumbled over her words at all. She said specifically, which training? Was it in this one that I was watching with you where she said that she pauses on purpose, or was that with Amy? Another flu?
I think it was with Amy, because I don't remember that part.
Amy in the
my void.
Oh my God. Oh, the floopy tail. Oh my God. Floop alert. Amy, like in the one with Amy, Jessie Lee said, I purposely, I love it. She said that I pause on purpose so people don't think that I know more or I know things too quickly, so that they won't be scared about joining my opportunity. God. She said that. But I don't know. How do you get over that? And she's like literally now saying like, I think y'all like that I stumbled over my words. Well, you did it on purpose, apparently.
Curated imperfection. My God.
Yeah. I wish I could turn perfection on and off that easily. I mean, you definitely forgot to turn it back on for the workbook, but okay.
Yeah.
Like a ball gown, all super done up. I just came on here professional, like, hey, I'm your friend Jessie Lee. I think that you like I'm on here, and I'm not hard pitching you on anything right now, right? I'm not selling you anything. I've mentioned some stuff. Sure, if you want to join Platinum, let's go.
She's mentioned it like 15 times.
I know, in a 50-minute training that's supposed to be about something else entirely.
Oh my God, give me a break.
Okay, but I get nervous about stuff just like you do too. That's the real behind the scenes. The behind the scenes is I got sweaty pits right now too. Like the real behind the scenes is just, I'm your girl, Jessie Lee. And I bleed just like you bleed. I cry just like you cry. I get nervous just like you get nervous, but I always show up and I do it anyway. And that's the difference between people who are going to win and people who aren't, right? All right, let's keep going. Okay. Share testimonials from satisfied people that are on your team. Okay. Who's happy on your team? Who's winning on your team? Who's increased their sales volume because they've worked with you? Who loves working with you because you've given amazing incentives, or you've seen them and you wrote cards to them? Who are the people who just love doing life with you? And share those testimonials, because it does matter. This stuff is absolutely quantifiable, makes you money 100%. So share those stories. Share the stories of your 6 and 7 figure earners if you have them. Share the stories of people that have just found a community if that's what it is. Who cares? Winning looks a million different ways. And then make sure you are showcasing success stories. I had no problem parading the new millionaires on stage at this event. I have no problem talking about the platinums that I've helped earn millions of dollars. I have no problem resharing their testimonial videos. Jessie Lee helped me make $1 million. Jessie Lee's the reason I'm speaking on stage at this Herbalife conference. Jessie Lee's the reason. Like, I love it. I will talk all day long about those testimonials, because I actually kind of feel like it takes the pressure off of me. I feel like I'm not even talking about me. I'm just talking about my coaching. Right? I'm like, I know I'm a great coach. I know I can scale people. I know what I'm doing. I know. Right? It's like, I want you.
If you're just starting, you don't have these testimonials. You're just starting with social media.
Yeah.
You're just starting. Like, what advice would you give people if they don't have the testimonials? How do they collect them? What kinds of, like some examples of how someone who's just starting off builds credibility.
I don't think she remembers how to do.
I know. I'm yelling into the void here, but
To think about that. Collect as many testimonials as possible, and network marketers don't really do this very well. They don't tell team testimonials nearly well enough.
Because they don't have really good testimonials to tell, because not as many people are winning as they should be doing in multi-level marketing, because it's a broken compensation model. Okay? Give me a break.
And you'll recruit a
yeah,
lot
and telling
more
someone
people.
they're going to find a good community is not going to sell them anything. We all already have good communities. We have communities of people from the dog park, or communities of people from work, or like, we don't. If you want a community, or you're going to find it based on your interest on snarking on marketing content on the internet, like, we don't need to pay to get into a system to have a community. Like, we have access to communities that are free and better. So you trying to sell people in the community part is not really what's going to get them in the business. The money is going to get them in the business. But like you said, like, people just can't be successful in this. So they don't have testimonials to share.
Yeah.
If you will, because what you've done with your teams, it is important. Okay. All right. And here's some tips for building the connections. We talked a little bit about it. So maybe.
What the hell?
In the spacing.
Who did this?
All right.
my God.
Let me do the verbal alt text here. It's a black slide. It says tips for building connections. And there's a picture of, is that them in Colombia? Or I don't know. They look like they're on a trip somewhere that's fun. And then there's 4 boxes, and the purple color isn't the boxes anymore. Now it's white and a dark gray, but there's still red in the highlighter yellow for active engagement. Engage with your audience through comments, likes, and sharing their content. Personalized outreach. Send personalized messages and emails to show genuine interest in their needs and goals. Authentic storytelling. Share your personal journey and experiences to create relatable connections with your audience. And value-driven content. Offer valuable information, tips, and resources that resonate with your audience, establishing yourself as a trusted authority. DC, why don't you tell us why this design sucks for people who can't see it?
Well,
I mean, I don't know where to start, but there's
you can't read anything. There's nothing that, like, these aren't even the secondary colors that if she's ever even established her brand, like, okay, fine. She's brought the red and the yellow back. They're awful. And the positioning, the words are creating visual tangents. Like, the boxes are not big enough for the text, and she hasn't even like adjusted the leading, which is the space between the lines, to like bring them together and separate them from like the heading of each box. She has so much room. She could have made them bigger, but she decided not to. Like, I don't like offer in the fourth box, bottom right hand corner, the white box with the yellow heading. We have so many words in there, and the offer valuable information, that first line is touching the yellow heading box as well. And then if you go to the very bottom of the box, at the end of that paragraph or that sentence, it says trusted authority. That's touching the bottom of the white box it's housed in. It is, oh my God.
It's a design fat guy in a little coat situation.
Yes, it's awful. It's so bad. It's like I don't even know. Like, and then for her to say, "I am a perfectionist," and then this is the PowerPoint that you delivered on. It's so bad. What's wild? Canva helps people who don't have graphic design backgrounds to build like pretty presentations. They have like whole things by the pro level, okay? And then get access to all of the templates and use that to make your PowerPoint presentation, and don't go below size 24 points for anything in your body text, because we cannot read it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And like, why did we go with the black? Like, so we've had a couple of black slides. I'm not sure why. Fine, you decide to do that. What is this random line at the top doing? Like, I think that the title is supposed to go above that line, but then we have the picture randomly below it. It's just, it's awful. The design is just awful.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Other than all the things I just said. God.
It's a little bit of a reiteration, but look, this is important stuff. Engage, engage, engage. We talked about it 2 times. Here's the 3rd time. I send personalized messages to everybody. If I'm messaging you, it's because it's really me. I really went to your page. So can you send personalized messages, not just, hey girl, hey bro, right? Can you show people genuine interest in helping them achieve their goals? If you see somebody asking for help or support, or they need a business, or they're looking for a side hustle or whatever, personalized messages, personalized comments on posts on social media, personalized, be a real human. I'm a top recruiter, the top recruiter, I think, in network marketing.
I'm a top recruiter, the top recruiter, I think, in network marketing. You're not. I bet you she's not. I would bet she's not, because she doesn't. Like, one time she said she was recruiting 500 people a month. So she's recruited 12,000 personal recruits. I could tell you right now, Brooke Kristen in Young Living does that month over month over month and has recruited more than 12,000 people. So when she said she's a top recruiter, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Is it that some of these top recruiters in like Young Living, are they very like religious?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm wondering if you're just not allowed to brag when you're religious.
Good
and that's
point.
why like they're not going to brag that they're the number one in whatever, because, you know, modesty is one of those, you know, modesty both in clothing and in thought patterns is valued in those kind of communities. So
Yep. And actually Brooke is also, she's Mormon as well. And so I think that is one of their like extra like conservative and be
core
kind
tenets.
and humble and stuff like that. So yeah.
Because I'm real, because I talk to people, because I care. And a lot of people are so concerned about their numbers at the end of the month, they stop caring about people. I told you about storytelling. I need us to get really good at telling stories. And then remember, the more valuable content you have, the better off you are and the more of an authority you are. So now it's your turn.
Stop it.
And now we're back to purple. Now we're back to a pukey gold color, and now it's your turn action plan. And then there's a series of 3 purple boxes, one of which is light purple for no apparent reason. Identify target audience. Clearly define your ideal prospects and target audience to focus efforts on engaging the right individuals for your network marketing business. I think that's a sentence, but okay. Craft engaging content. Develop a content strategy that aligns with your target audience's interests, needs, creating posts that resonate and encourage interaction, and utilize analytics, which has a lot less text than the other ones do. And then it says, regularly analyze social media insights, engagement metrics to access the effectiveness of your content and make data-driven adjustments to improve recruitment outcomes. DC, do you have anything to say about these graphics?
Widow word, widow word, widow word, widow word, widow word.
So many widows.
I know. It's like, is it the end of the world? No. Like, do I care about widow words when it's 1 word per line? Not really. I mean, fine. What I would have loved for them to adjust the leading on the titles and maybe bolded the titles instead of the body text, because like, where does your eye go first? Mine goes, now it's your turn. Then it goes action plan. Okay. Then it goes to the body text. The titles of each box kind of disappear because it's so thin. I would have, like, when you're doing, you can use font sizes and font boldness to like guide your eye through a document. Like, in order of operations, now it's your turn. What are the things we're going to be talking about? Identify target audience, craft engaging content, utilize analytics. I would have put this top line after the title of each thing. I would have bolded the titles of the boxes, and then the whatever words underneath would have been regular. But I don't know.
Yeah, and someone else, I'm trying to see where they have these little like mouse, you know, the little arrows on it, like you're gonna click on it. And I'm trying to see who said that, but yeah, it looks like it's something that you should be clicking on. Yeah, why?
Yep.
Yeah, why the arrows exactly?
Yeah, I think they were trying to probably be creative, or whoever made this for her was trying to be like, I don't know, like, I don't like it. What I would have done is I would have had this animated maybe with a click but I don't even know if her team would have been capable of doing that, where you click, you hear the sound, the font appear, like the body text appears underneath the identify target audience. Then, same thing for craft engaging content. The mouse moves over, click, the body text appears, just to add some interest, because this is boring as hell.
Right. And if you're looking for interest, like if you're somebody who's like, okay, I don't know what visually I do there's a website called the nounproject.com. Have you ever used that, DC? It's basically a bunch of like icons. It's a bunch of icons. Like you could type in like, I want an icon for like, I don't know, a map point or a dollar sign or something. And it gives you literally, there's at least hundreds of options, even for things you wouldn't think would have hundreds of options. And it's free for like personal use. And then I think for the business license, I pay like $40 a year or something. And if you pay for that extra license, you get, you can make it any color, the icon, any color you want before you download it. You just put in a hex code and you can download it in any size. And there's really a lot of different styles of icons. Some are more like artistic, some are, more thick line drawings. And it's really, so if you need something like visual, if you were like identify target audience, you thought, oh, like I want a little target, like you could basically go there and download an icon of a cute little target that would work at a small size and put it in there. So that's one of my favorite little graphic resources that I found over the years.
That's amazing. Also, welcome to Snarky's DSEP88. Let me play Welcome to Illyria, and then we'll keep going.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria.
Windshield wipers just for you. Welcome to Snarky's. Okay. There we go. And this is
I just threw it in the thing because I figured people would be wondering.
Awesome. Yeah, so my chat, it's called the nounproject.com. So if y'all want it, you can go there.
All right. You have to do this today because I'm back. We're back again tomorrow. Okay. This is the boot camp. You can't get off of here today. Josie Lee gave me no assignments. And then 5,000 of your other friends are like crushing and you're the one who's not making money and getting recruits. That can't happen. Okay. You're in a boot camp. We're going to get some recruits. All right. I need you today to identify this target audience. Be clear about it. Not just moms, not just students. I wanted you to get nitty gritty, down in the dirt with the details. I want to know everything. I want you to be speaking directly to the pain points of those specific people. Okay? Who are you really talking to? That perfect audience for your network marketing business. That's the kind of content I want from now on. And I want you to spend time today identifying that. And then I want you crafting content. I better see content on all your walls. I want a story written about your network marketing journey on all of your social media platforms before the end of the day. I want to know your story and I want a call to action at the end of it. Maybe it could say something like, if you're looking for more information about this, or if you're interested in partnering with me, or if you're interested in making some side money from home or on your phone, this year, drop the word info below and I'd love to connect. I want that content everywhere. I want it in your stories. If you have time to make your highlight story I talked about earlier, I want it done today, my boot campers. Okay. I know this is a lot of work, but I'm trying to make you a lot of money right now. That's your action plan step 2. And then utilize those analytics. Go poke around. And if you're like, I have no idea where to look, Google will tell you step by step exactly how to find your analytics on every single platform, because I want you to post at more intelligent times. And I want you to post content that is resonating with your followers. Maybe they want money tips. Maybe they want makeup tips. Maybe they want anti-aging tips. Maybe they want hair care tips. Maybe they want, whatever, relationship tips, business tips. Find out what they are engaging with and post more of that instead of playing.
So post relationship tips, even if you are not a relationship expert. Post sales tips, even if you're not a sales expert. Post, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me a break. What the hell? You can't post medical.
You're an expert in one thing.
Doctor.
When you're an expert in one thing, you can be an expert in everything, right? Especially when you have money. You now know everything once you have money. So you can give advice about anything.
Oh, shoot.
That was sarcasm font, by the way.
Yes.
A guessing game. This wild goose chase guessing game has to stop. Okay. And then here's our next steps today, because we are not done. We are not done today. You still have a guest training coming up today for Bootcamp Day 1. They are excited for you, and I hope you're excited for them. And then I'm going to see you right after in the VIP question and answer Zoom call. I don't think it's too late to upgrade. If you're on here right now, like I have so many questions, Jessie Lee, help. I'm pretty sure you can just go back to bosslychallenge.com, grab your VIP upgrade. If that doesn't work, just email support@bossly.com. We'll get everybody upgraded as soon as possible so I can get all your questions answered. I will stay on with you guys. Get that action plan done. Jump back in the Facebook group and share. I want to know what your biggest takeaways are. And guess what, y'all? We are back again at it tomorrow. And we have 4 more full days of this. You're still not done yet today, but we've got 4 more full days of this boot camp. And make sure if you're like, my team just missed out big time, they got to get on here, get them in. Okay. Get them in. It's just bosslychallenge.com. Get them in. They can watch this replay. They can watch the next 4 days. Y'all are amazing. I love you and I appreciate you so much. Day 1 is a wrap. You're all flipping incredible. I am so proud of you for being here. And I know for some of you, you just got so fire hosed that you're going to be paralysis by analysis. You're not going to do anything. Don't be that person. Okay. Just try something. Just do at least one thing. You don't have to do everything to perfection.
We know that. Exhibit A, your workbook. Exhibit B, your PowerPoint slides. Good God.
Giving you a lot, but that's why we're here. We're going to do this together. We're going to win this together. And every single one of you by the end of this should know the skills you need to build the business of your dreams. And so with no further ado, I'm super excited for all of you to finish this out together. And let's just have the biggest and best and boldest business of all of our dreams. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll see y'all in an hour. I'll see you on the VIP Zoom. And those of you that are not yet VIPs, I will see you tomorrow. My name's Jessie Lee. You can call me Boss Lee. Make sure you tag this in your Instagram stories if you'd like to. Share with a friend if you'd like to. And if you'd like information at all about the coaching, I already mentioned the Platinum program a couple of times in here. But just
end with some class. You just like we're so close to ending like with a single sale. And now it's like, oh my God. Share. Bye.
Just go ahead and I will send the link out for you guys to look at Platinum coaching because we have some options that you guys started in that as well. And I really love that. That is my favorite program by far. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Okay. So this was day 1. Nicole and I covered day 1, but it took us 2 days to get through day 1. And then I don't even know. So she was not pretending to be live this day. She was still at home. And then she did the VIP training still at home. So this day, thank you. I washed my hair yesterday, Tish.
I also washed my hair yesterday.
Well, yes. We should join Monet. You know what I'm saying? We should get into the hair.
I've had 4 of them try to get me to join Monet.
I already have to leave me alone. Like
because I'm so brave to have they're like, you're so brave to have gray hair. You'd be great at selling my shampoo. Yeah.
Your hair looks freaking fire. I love your hair.
Well, no, but like it's just great. I know, but like brave, you know. I'm like such a weird way to put it.
Yeah, like
you know, I picture
seriously
watching this training. I picture some poor person like on their lunch break eating the salad or something at their desk while watching this training to improve their business. And I just feel so sad for that person, that completely made up person in my mind that spent 55 minutes of their life watching this.
Yeah.
Without having snarky commentary. And hey, I learned about the Google Fonts icons area, which I'd never seen before. So thanks to Trek for mentioning that.
I know. I love that. I didn't know about that either. We're like, I'm just been living under a rock this whole time.
Well, there's always new things to know about, right? So
yes, such a backhanded compliment to call it.
I know. Exactly, right?
Yes. So like, literally
I don't know.
Hello, brave silver sister here. Lol, how dramatic. I think your hair looks awesome. Like I love it so much.
Other women like it. A lot of men do not, and they will tell you. It's so funny.
Are you serious?
Yeah, well, what I don't care. Like my boyfriend thinks he calls me his silver fox, so
Oh,
he likes it. But I mean, not that I mean, he's like, you can do whatever you want. It's your hair, but I like
Yeah.
it. So I'm like, okay, well, that's nice. But yeah. So, but it's funny. Like I get compliments from women about it a lot, but men when oh, how are you gonna date with gray hair? Like I was getting divorced. Like no one's gonna want that. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you've met people before, right? On the internet or otherwise.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is not a surprise. This is not surprising.
Yeah, I mean,
To
just like
get unsolicited feedback about your appearance. You're on YouTube and you're a woman. You get it.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, when I was a kid, my tennis coach told me that no one was gonna marry me. No one was gonna want to marry me because I walked like a boy. So because I didn't walk feminine enough. So I was like,
what a weird
minor.
Fixated on.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, as a minor, you need to learn to walk alluringly or something.
Oh my God. Yeah. Just wild. Just literally wild. Oh my God. Well, we made it through. How does everyone feel? Oh, hold on. I have a Dora the Explorer. We did it. Hold on. Where is it?
Oh,
I don't even is it over here? I don't know. Where is
the stream? No? Okay. No, it's done yet.
I don't know where I put it. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to find it.
No, take your time.
Oh my God. Sounds? Happy sounds. There we go.
Happy sounds.
Did it! We did it! Yay! We team up! We did it! Yay! Woo! We did it!
We made it. Hashtag made it. My God.
I don't even know what to say other than thank y'all for suffering through that with us.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. That was fun. It was a journey.
Yeah. I hope that, like, I don't know, and sometimes I'm like, am I too snarky that someone who does like Jessie Lee is gonna sit through this? Probably not, but I just wish like some people would wake up, because
I think with people like Jessie Lee, they just have sort of a cult, veil around them, and it's really hard to penetrate that kind of thing. I'm more going after like the sort of, I call them like second tier multi-level marketing trainers, trying to think, Brian Carruthers or Ray Higdon, or like the hangers on to people like Jessie Lee and Eric Worre. Like, I'm not going to necessarily convince anyone that those two don't know what they're talking about if they're already bought in, but these smaller people who still have relatively large audiences, that's the kind of one I'm after. So that you're not paying $50 a month to be in their special program where they just yell at you over Zoom once a month or something,
Yeah. Also, if you have not subbed to Nicole, go do that now. She's at 825, and if you put something on in the background, she's got some playlists you can play through at night, so we can get her hours up. So once she hits 1,000 subs, she can be fully monetized, because I think once you hit your hours, you can be can you be partially monetized right now?
I don't know. And they changed it, and I remember they changed it to 500 or something, but somehow I'm still grandfathered into needing to be 1,000.
Oh, that sucks.
So if you've heard recently, it's gone down to 500. I think if you're a newer creator, I've been on YouTube for at least, I think my oldest upload is 12 or 13 years ago. I mean, I have some really, you'll see, I have some very vintage Nicole videos on here, but I think I was just grandfathered into kind of the old system. So, because I keep checking, I'm like, oh, maybe it went down to 500 for me, and no, it has not. So but I appreciate everyone's support, and I appreciate you just like I was telling people in the first part, DC, I've been, Julie Anderson pointed me to DC's content. She's like, hey, this person's talking about marketing, and I told everyone, I went to DC's channel and I saw her thumbnails, and I was like, oh my God, I love her design, and I loved her animations coming into, I was like, this is somebody I could learn a lot from, marketing wise. And I started watching her content. So then I slid into DC's DMs, and I was like, hey, do you want to maybe talk sometime? Because I was like, oh, I'm pretty little as a creator. I think at that point I only had 400 subscribers, but you're so great. Like someone said earlier about uplifting other small creators, that besides me. So we appreciate it. And I'm happy to, like I said, once I get to a point where I can actually help people, I'm totally I'm looking forward to being able to do the same on my end, uplifting other people. So
yeah, I mean, I like helping people, and I like helping people I actually watch. So like people I share in my chat are people like I legitimately watch, and I cannot wait till we get to celebrate 1,000 subbies with you because you're so close. You're at 820.
yeah,
You're at 827 right now. Oh my god. Well, and we're gonna have to figure out another day to do another stream. So
yeah. Maybe we rebuild the PowerPoint of somebody's PowerPoint. I don't know whose, but that would be so. Or Jessie Lee's like workbook or something.
oh my god, we can make it so. We should do that. We should do that.
I think that would be really yeah. If people are into that, like yeah, and or like even if people wanted to, and I know you said that at one point you had helped some people, like I think you had people come in and you helped them. What was it? Do you answer some marketing questions or something? We could do something like that too with people's graphics. We could kind of help people out with graphics or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm down for anything. So if any of this sounds interesting to you, like feel free to leave a comment on DC's channel or my channel. I'm open. I love collaborating with people. It's so much more fun. I've been sitting recording videos by myself for like a year and a half. So Heather C and I are going to be broadcasting together in like next week, I think. And so I'm trying to like reach out to other YouTube. So if you're a YouTuber and you're in this space and you want to, you know, talk about making something together, I'm totally open. I love the collaborative stuff. I think it's really fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. Seriously. Yeah. So I don't know. Sub to Nicole. Go see what she has scheduled out, and like if you wanna, the best thing you can do if you have creators that you like following, make sure you turn on all their notifications so that you're notified like when they have a live stream coming up or they have, you know, a video premiering. Nicole, you premiere a lot of videos from what
I do. I upload on Friday. I make it go live Fridays at noon Eastern Standard Time. I'm just trying to keep like a regular publication schedule. Sometimes I'm live, but it's just with meetings and stuff, it's sometimes hard to like always know I'm going to be available at this set time. I did live streams every Tuesday morning for like 2 years, and like I think a total of 10 people one time watched them. So it's hard for me to do the live stuff all the time, but I'm not opposed to it. So I try to keep a regular upload schedule, new videos on Fridays. And then sometimes there's bonus videos too, like this.
I love that. I love that so much. So like if you want to go binge Nicole's stuff, you have a lot of content. She has 415 videos. And how many subs are it? We're at 829. You could probably hit 900 in the next few days.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
That's wild. So we're Thursday. Listen.
Yeah.
What's your channel name? It's right here. I'm putting it in. Nightbot should come up and you should be able to click straight to it. Her channel is Breaking Even Communications, but it's gonna come up. Nightbot's gonna come up right now. So you should be able to just click on that and then go and sub, turn on notifications for her so you can see.
And you can also type in Nicole Reacts in the search, and there's another Nicole who reacts to BTS content. So not her, but me. So I think sometimes she's up with some BTS reaction content, and then there's me, which I talk about marketing stuff. And you'll see my face, you'll see my brave silver hair in the thumbnails, and you'll know me.
Oh my gosh!
And I promise I'm not going to sell any shampoo, no matter what.
Oh my gosh! Okay. So here's a fun little thing. If you're watching this, or you're watching on my channel, and you end up if Nicole hits 1,000 this weekend by Sunday at midnight, we'll do another giveaway. I'll do another giveaway. So
DC, you don't have to do that. You've already been generous enough. I wanted to think of a giveaway, and I have nothing. I have nothing super.
That's okay.
Like you've got some great like. I want to come up with something that's a me thing, besides short animals and. Barely.
Okay, so listen, if she gets to 1,000 this weekend, we're gonna do a giveaway. Okay, run the followers up, and we'll check back in on Sunday when I live stream.
Oh,
and if you're live then we'll do a good giveaway. Okay, so sub yes sub.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes, love it. So y'all have a good rest of your Thursday.
Yes, have a great rest of your day.
If you haven't liked the stream, please like it, and we will catch you. Here, let me turn on our kazoo music as our outro, and we will catch you next time. Okay.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Thanks, DC.
Okay.